All right, everybody. I hope you had a great day at work, school, or just today. But whatever you did today, I hope it was great. It is now night. Monday night, and as we do Monday night football tonight, there's two games. Obviously, you've got the Rams and the Bengals going at it in about an hour, but we are on these Eagles as well as these Buccaneers. So make sure that you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. It is, of course, much, much appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss the stream. Rocking with your boy Jay tonight. We got a good one, I think. We got a good one. Your Eagles, the Buccaneers. I did predict the upset tonight. I think the Buccaneers will take the win. You heard it here first. Well, maybe you heard it from somebody else, but you heard it from me first. Before we get started, shout out to you guys. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family. What's going on with you, Ronald? Ryan in the house. Miss Pittsburgh. What's going on with you, Richard? Text 713. What's going on, Jacob? Victory Monday. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It feels so good to be a winner on Monday. Because, we had some teams that lost. And it was really unfortunate, We sent out a search party for certain individuals. They were missing. We had to go find them. They showed up after a few hours, And I get it. When your team loses, you want to, duck out and not have to deal with, anybody say anything to you. And I understand. You want to run into the locker room and not have to talk to the reporters, but we don't do that over here. Y'all do not let Jay escape. So I would like the same energy. Just show up. Just show up so we can talk and then you can back out. But to not show up at all, it made me feel some kind of way. But that's all right. That is all right, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Christian? What's going on with you, man? Miss Diamond in the house. Jags fan in the building. What's going on with you, Eric? Lexa in the house. Let's go. Duke in the building. What's up, Duke? Tyrone. So let's get it popping. What's going on? Yes, I am glad the Steelers won. It was a great game. Kenny Pickett doing just enough. All right. Dimij, what up, man? What's going on with you? Y'all, listen, I ain't even going to lie. It's a little cold. And I went to go take a nap. And I almost did make the stream. I'm just being real with y'all. It was one of those days. I got a lot done this morning. I went to go take a nap. Next thing I knew. And obviously, we normally do the Monday night games at 8 o'clock. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take a nap. And then I'm going to get up. So I forgot it was at 7. I ain't even going for it. I did forget. But my natural instincts, my football instincts, got me up at 6:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, you guys, shout out to you. Text 713 coming through with the $5 super chat, getting it started. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. It is much, much appreciated. Rick Flair, we got to bring Rick out. Rick, where are you at? There it is. Shout out to you, Text 713. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the love as we prepare for these Eagles and these Buccaneers. Ryan says that retired life is good, huh, Jay? Man, listen. Let me tell you. Eric says you got it because you smelled me cracking the bottle, Jay. Yeah, I don't think that would wake me up, sir. I'm not a big fan of the alcohols these days. Sheila says, yes, I want to find my Jaguar team and bring them back. Duval, you know what? I think they just need a real stern talking to. And they'll get it together. They'll be all right. Go watch some tape, figure out some things, and they'll be good. Things. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is the issue. I'll tell you that. He's got, decent wide receivers. He's got an okay run game. that defense is, I think at this point, just questionable in a sense. But hey, we'll get into all that stuff tomorrow. We'll get into the power rankings for week 4 tomorrow. And also, predictions. Sheila says, Jay laughed at your video so hard, I wanted to throw my TV too. Hey, listen, I made the video, and it seems like these days, whenever I make a video, people will hit me up and send me a message and all this kind of stuff. Jay, you better do that when the Bills lose. Really? Because last time I checked, we don't have a ridiculous fan base. But all right. What's up, Robert? So Jay can take it on the chin when the Bills lose, and he doesn't hide and pays all his losing bets, which are very few. See? I don't even have to say it, ladies and gentlemen. Robert came through and let you know. When I take my L's, I sit through it, we talk, we hash it out, and I pay my dues. But when other people lose, oh, they gone. They gone. They shut off the phone. They turn off their phone. They turn off the lights. They close the blinds. They set up shop, and they just disappear. They go into the room and they close the door and they hold their teddy bear real close. That's what they do when they lose. And it takes them like 4 or 5 hours to come up with a good excuse and a good explanation as far as what happened and why what happened. No, we have those conversations right after it happened, and then we move on. Well, if the quarterback would have just dropped back about 2 more inches, then he would have had enough, energy to take off on the run so that he couldn't have got hit by, the lineman on the right side, and then he could have just, pivoted on that other side. No, he lost. You don't got to throw all the excuses in there, sir. He lost. Take it on the chin and move on. Shout out to Serious Biz. What up, man? So they might not be around long because hearing Baker's name a lot is like chalkboard. Something worse than Tom Brady. You'll be all right, sir. You'll be all right. Michael says, Jay, I told you how ugly that Bears game was going to be. Without a doubt, I think we all knew that. We all knew that. Ms. Diamond says, I say the Rams will beat the Bengals. I got the Rams as well, Ms. Diamond. That was my prediction. Lisa says, tell us how you really feel. I will always. I have not been holding back lately. I wasn't holding back before. It's just, yeah, you already know. Tyler says, my CBS disappoint me so much. I'm numb. Well, Michael says, let me explain how bad my Garbo Bears are. The Broncos gave up 70 points and lost by 50, yet they are favored to beat the Bears in Chicago this weekend. Listen, I'm going to be real with you, Michael. Here's the reality of it. Any team that gets 70 dropped on them has to win the next week. Like, it's automatic. It's not even nothing against your team. It's not about them being garbage. It is just like an automatic by default. If you lost by 50 and a team scored 70 on you, you are required to go out there and win the next week. I'm just being honest with you. Robert says, Jay, tell them, Jay. In the end, it's just a game. Get on here and take the punches. And the truth is, I'm ranting because I hate them Cowboys. Hey, I'm just saying. You got to take the W's like you take the L's. You got to take the L's like you take the W's. Don't be all excited and rah, ready to go when you win. But then when you lose, you gone. You taking a Frontier flight out of here. Shout out to Frontier. It's not that bad, but you already know where I'm going with this. You taking a Frontier flight out of here. You came in on Delta One, first class seats. But when your team lose, you want to hop on that Frontier flight. No. Get on that Delta One and pay that price. One-way ticket there. You want a Frontier back. Darkness says, we need to win. The lead over Cowboys in the division is super important. Well, I can't wait for the 49ers game. Oh, man. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. What do we got? 82 viewers, 26 likes. Let's try to get to 50, y'all. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you for the support as we prepare for this Monday night football game, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you are, just wrapping up with work and school and all that stuff. And, yes, we are early tonight. This is our early game. We'll start at 7:15, 7:15. And, yeah. 2 cents says, what's the 411? You tell me, man. What's up? What's going on with you? Y'all know I talk a lot. I want some news from y'all sometimes. 357 says, I left my Arizona jersey at home last night for good reason. These Texas cats were mad. Yeah, 357. You might want to leave. I mean, if you walked out the house in Texas or in Dallas with the Arizona jersey on, just make sure that you're exercising your right to carry. That's a carry state. You good. Right? Just don't go out there without it. You know what time it is. Michael says, I don't think he will last, but he could prove me wrong. Eric says, I'm still ringing the cowbell, Jay. Wow. Eric's still out in the woods trying to find him. Text 713 says, Jay, the Cowboys fans wanted me to remind you that those Cardinals are no joke. Well, thank you, sir. I told you guys one team had to be upset. It was either the Chiefs or the Cowboys, and, well, we know who they chose. Shout out 357 says, can't carry enough to run out the hood. Listen, I'm not condoning violence here, but you're just going to have to figure it out and get it together. Jonas says, Jay rides the 49ers coattails. Can't wait until week 5. Jonas, don't come in here talking now. Don't do it. Don't do it, sir. Don't do it. You control if you want to. It's on you. You control if you want to. But, you know what just happened. And you know what's about to happen again. I'm be honest. I didn't even expect you to come in here tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought you was going to say you was pulling another double. Came in on Delta 1, left on Frontier. Bass player says, I'm not allowed in Texas. Ecopone says, Mommy Fish. Oh, I'm ready for that. I am ready for that. The mid says, realize you put a hat on. No dark side tonight. No, I had to add the hat on. I was doing some stuff, and it was a little cold, so I had to put my hat on. 3 says, yes, and shout out to the Dolphins for the NCAA champs. Yeah, the Dolphins, they were playing college football out there. They won them a bowl game. They pulled the Oregon to Colorado, and that's just the reality of it. But now they're about to get put to rest by a real team. That's right, I said it, Duke. Them Dolphins about to get put to rest by a real team. You ain't putting up 70 on the Bills, sir. You can take that one to the bank. Robert says, come on, people. That Cowboys game went under the any given Sunday rule. Suck it up. Yo. Oh, y'all going to make all kinds of excuses tonight. All right, that's fine. That's totally fine. Kiana says, all I know is that my team is ready for another title defense. Chiefs, Kingdom. Kiana, listen. Y'all had the Taylor Swift voodoo, whatever it was. She's in there with dolls of Justin Fields and the whole Chicago Bears poking at him and rooting for Kelce. We don't want to hear that. Because guess what? As soon as Kelce has a bad game and he gets dumped by Taylor Swift, your Super Bowl chances are over, young lady. So there you go. Shout out to you, Miss Diamond. Bills Mafia is going fishing this Sunday. That is right. True anglers. 357 says, all these games, it's too early to be messing with folks. Sounds like one of them old sayings. Don't you go down there messing with them folks. We got so many games left to play. We don't talk like that no more. Yeah, I'm on one tonight, yo. I am on one tonight. Kindness says, as long as we got Pacheco, it's all W's. All right. We'll see. Eric says, I got the smoker ready for the fish. Let's go, yo. Let's go. I'm ready. Aussie Chicken, what up? Says, riding the AFC East high. Yes, sir. E. Capone, dolphin burgers and fries. Yes. Cheese fries with the bacon on it. Fully loaded. Make sure you throw the chives on there, too. A little bit of sour cream, not too much. CMX says, y'all wouldn't last 1 week with Taylor Swift. You're right. She doesn't have any meat in her bones. Not enough meat in her bones for me. So, it's just the reality of it. Hi Chico says, if Travis and Taylor break up, at least he will have a song written about him. Yeah, he like, you got to realize Taylor doesn't just write songs she writes albums, right? The song is just a single on the album. So once they break up, Travis will get a full album, and then they'll call it The Curse. So there you go. It'll be The Curse. Robert says, see if Jets fan to come up with the quotes that get under your skin. Taylor Swift is a 5 out of 10. Taylor Swift is mid. Oof. There's some people listening right now like, oh, they're talking about Taylor Swift. Are you kidding me? Taylor Swift is a pop artist, and I think for this generation, she does great, right? She fits right in where she's supposed to be. Is she my cup of tea? I'm not banging the head to Taylor Swift. The lady likes it. All right. It plays in the car for a little while, and then we change the station at some point. But other than that, I personally probably won't be going to a Taylor Swift concert. And not obviously because I don't rock with it, but because the price is too damn high. I'm not paying it. 357 says, the music is fire. You might catch me tapping my foot. Okay. CMX says she had the backup dancers in the suite. Listen, the amount of money that she's making right now, she's paying her drivers $100,000 bonuses right now. She is making a ridiculous, I got to say that one more time, a ridiculous amount of money. Shayna once says, Jay, which team do you dislike the most in the NFL? The most that I dislike right now, I'd have to say the Colts. Shout out to you, Luta. I love you. I think your team could be great, but the Colts is just irking my nerves right now. And I just have this issue with Gardner Minshew's hair. Shout out to Laquan McConnell for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Lexa says, she comes from my neck of the woods. No one around here likes her very much. Well, that's normally how it goes, right? Once you blow up, your best bet is to get out of your neighborhood because the people in your neighborhood already hate you and they don't want to see you successful. So your best bet is to get out of that area once you make it out of it. That's why you see most artists never go back unless you're like someone like Nipsey who says, you know what, I want to stay in my hood and I want to, see things change and then stupid things happen. But that's why you should leave your hood, leave your neighborhood or your area after you make it. Shout out to Krieger Bailey. What up, man? Not saying that would happen to Taylor Swift because that would just be absolutely ridiculous. But you get what I'm going with it. Shayna once says, I thought you would have picked the Chiefs over the Colts. Oh, what? Do you guys just hate Chiefs because they win? Right? Like, I know all these people hated the Patriots because of Tom Brady and they were winning, right? Or they say that they cheated and that's why they hated the Patriots. I respected the Patriots because they were winners. I didn't hate them because they won. Right? Or am I doing something wrong here? Or is my brain not? My brain must not be tapped on right. 104 viewers, 44 likes. You're trying to get to 100 likes before kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it happen. TBE says, I made $30,000 and left my hood. As long as you got out. That's all that matters. As long as you got out of there, my friend. Let's go. Mac Jones is coming. Where? Robert says, Jay, it should be me that's hiding from your chat right along with Aaron Rodgers. Went down for the season, but I won't because I'm a long-term Jets fan. Hey, listen, you know what? We stream all teams here. We don't discriminate. And we keep it fun no matter what. You know, all the talk and all the stuff, it's all fun. It's all fun. So, you know, sure we'll have a Jets game where they win and everybody's joking about it and laughing. What's up, Patty? What's going on with you tonight? Daniel says, did Mahomes get injured? They showed that he did, but he walked it off. So he should be okay. He should be okay. What's up, Jacqueline? What's going on with you? With Belichick? I'm not sold on it, man. I am not sold on it yet. I'm just being real with you. I know Matt could be good, but right now he does not have the talent that he needs around him. So, yeah. There it is. Shout out to X Rogue coming through with a $2 super chat. Says, honestly, I'm feeling a Cowboys cards type of game here. Well, just letting you know.
Honestly, I'm feeling a Cowboys cards type game here.
The Buccaneers for my upset. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you for the donation, my friend. It is much, much appreciated. I predicted the Buccaneers, and if you didn't watch my prediction video, it's there. I said it. You guys know I don't flip-flop. Once I lock in a prediction, that is it. And I make my predictions a week before. So I don't take all week to sit there and say, oh, you know what? I think this is going to happen or that. No. Week 4 starts. Guess what? Once these games are over tonight, tomorrow morning, I'm compiling lists. I'm looking through analytics. I'm going through all the chatter. I'm looking at how I felt about all these games. And I'm pulling up and doing the power rankings and the prediction video. So you guys already have these predictions for a week in advance. So when people come in the chat and they're like, yo, Jay, who you got? I get to look at them like this. And then wonder why they didn't watch the prediction videos I put up a week ago. Because they're all there. They are all there. Shout out to J Mess. What up? Have we confirmed if Taylor Swift? Oh, my goodness. Wow. All right, J Mess. It's going to be that kind of night. Jags fan says, you're a smart man, Jay. I'm calling my bookie right now and betting the house. I did not tell you to do that. All right? I did not say bet the house on the Buccaneers. I will not be held responsible for that. So bet at your own risk, sir. Bet at your own risk. Michael says, Jay, you're predicting Tampa with the points or outright? Money line. Money line bet, sir. Money line. I know you guys don't like it. But I just love it. I love the money line. It's worked out for me over the years. And guess what? At the end of the day, when you do a 3-leg or a 4-leg parlay and you pick the right 4 and you go 10 for 16, 11 for 16, and you know how to flip these lists, 3 here, 4 here, 3 here, 2 here, 4 here, and you get 3 out of 4, guess what? You love the money line as well. See, those points, those points are the things that make or break you. It's Vegas that sets the points. Vegas sets the points. So me, I'd rather play who's going to win. And if it makes sense to bet, that's when you bet. But if it doesn't make sense to bet, then you don't bet. So now I'm not betting, but if if I were betting, would I bet on this game? I would not. I would not bet on this game because I think it's a true 50-50, to be honest. Scott Young says, what up, Jay? Steelers won? Yeah, man. Yeah. Eric, I won my first game last night in fantasy. It was a complete beatdown. I had 120 points versus 60 or something like that. So, yeah, it was a great night. Great night. Oh, wait a minute. We got some action here. Hold on. I gotta send this text real quick. Just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, cool. Kathy says, I'm so tired of that Kelce junk. Well, we're going to hear about that. And obviously, you're going to hear about Taylor Swift showing up to all the games. And yeah. J-Man says, game time temperature will be 83 degrees in Tampa. Beautiful night. All right. 127 viewers, 60 likes. We need 40 more. 40 more to get to 100. Let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Rocking with your boy Jay tonight for Monday Night Football. Jacob comes in with, he's like, Jay, did you see Taylor Swift? We've been talking about this woman for the last 20 minutes, all right? 20 minutes. And it's really a shame because I think she knew that. I don't even think she likes the guy. I'm just being real with you. I don't think she likes the guy. I think she took this as an opportunity for her to be talked about because she's like, well, I'm Taylor Swift, and I know that if I show up to the football games, they're just going to talk about me being there. They're not even going to care about the football. And look what's going on. We're talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship. This is ridiculous. Evan says she was there selling merch. Yeah. Oh, man. This is crazy. Taylor Swift is the next Jessica Simpson. Wow. That's a name that I haven't heard in a long time. Not at all. Quite hilarious. What's up, Nancy? What's going on with you? I don't think so. Richard says Kelce looks like a grown man dating a high schooler. I really don't want to get into it, yo. I really don't. So Joe Burrow's active, huh? He is active as I get the live update. Even Belichick has something to say about it? Yeah. That's all I've been getting news about. CMX says she's 33. Wow. Coming in here sticking up for Taylor. Very interesting. What's up, Josh Hawkins? What's going on, bro? Oh, y'all are too much, man. Y'all are too much. J-Mess says, Carrie Underwood was looking good last night, and she is a headliner in Vegas now. Robert says, Jay, Wentz and Ryan both reached out to the Jets, but Salah is not budging for Zach Wilson. They don't have any money. They can't afford a new quarterback. They're stuck in a bad relationship. It's like being with a toxic ex. They're stuck. They got to make it work. It's sad.
Florida night here at the end of September. Nice to be out on the water, even better to be inside a stadium getting ready for the end of week number 3 around the NFL on Monday Night Football. The big guy, the anchor in the
quick shout out to E. Capone coming through with the $5 super chat.
Jason Kelce in his face.
I hear they call you Henny J now, Bills Mafia. Where are you at? Henny J. I got all kinds of nicknames, yo. Hoodie J, Henny J, Jay the Reaper. Y'all done gave me all kinds of nicknames.
Monday night kickoff.
Fred Penner, what up, man? What's going on with you?
Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Joe.
We got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
And Troy, when things aren't perfect for a team like the Philadelphia Eagles, as talented as they are, everybody freaks out. But they put up over 400 yards of offense on the Minnesota Vikings.
Kathy says, I'm so mad at the Dallas Cowboys.
On the ground.
Embarrassing.
They can beat you a lot of different ways, but they're still searching for it a little bit here at the start of the season.
Yeah, I think the bar's high after coming off the season that they had last year, but I do think having a new coordinator is real. It's one thing for a guy to have been in the building the last 2 years. It's entirely different to get on the same page with your quarterback when those plays are being called. And when you watch Jalen Hurts play, he's still finding his rhythm.
I hear they call you Henny J now.
Like
Buffalo
said,
Bills
nice
Mafia, where we at?
Kind of struggling a little bit as a quarterback to have a running game like they showed against Minnesota last week. But they do still have the weapons on the outside. And I'd have to believe that the way Tampa Bay plays defense, you know, they're going to have to do more through the
Richard
air
J.
in
Money
this game this evening.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if Brian Johnson and Jalen Hurts can get on that same page, get in a rhythm, as you said, as Jalen talked about with us when we spoke with him. On the other side, Baker Mayfield, former #1 overall pick, is on his 4th team since July of last year. He's been through a lot, but he's
Kathy, you seen the short?
With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Seen the short,
he
Kathy?
likes what's around him. He looks like Baker Mayfield again. Got a little swagger back. I'm excited to watch him play tonight.
Yeah, I am too. He's really looked good through the first couple of weeks.
For anyone that missed it, I can put it up in the
Dave Canales has had a lot to
in
do
the
with
chat
that
for you if you missed the
this
short.
was
It was a good
offense
one.
with Tom Brady that simply didn't
It was
even
a good
try to
one.
run the football, and they're not running the ball
Shout
very
out to you,
well,
Priscilla.
but at least they are trying to, and so that's kept defenses a little bit honest. It's allowed them to play the play-action game, which is really what suits Baker Mayfield best. And so that's going to be key, of course, to be able to do that. Your defense has to hold the score down. They've been able to do that. This is going to be the biggest test that we've seen that Tampa Bay's faced through the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. This, by the way, is the only battle of undefeated teams in week 3. That's kind of hard to believe, but one of these two teams is going to walk out of here joining the Dolphins and the 49ers at 3-0, unless there's a tie, which, the way we've been going on Monday Night Football, there'll be a tie and something else crazy that happens here tonight. The Eagles are getting set to go on this warm night in Tampa, Florida. Excited to have you with us as we wrap up week 3 around the NFL. It's Monday Night Football.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're preparing for Monday Night Football. Your Eagles, Buccaneers. Hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat for you guys. There it is. The Dallas Cowboys fans need your help. So I went on and I put the link in the chat for you. So, if you guys can help out, like I said, anything is appreciated. But yeah, they need your help. And there was an infomercial that came out yesterday, and I put it up in the chat for you guys. It's only about 30 seconds. It's not long at all, but it's just a real quick infomercial for the Dallas Cowboys fans. They need your help, and we want to make sure that they're okay. As far as they needing jerseys to keep them warm because it's cold right now in Dallas. Brand new TV. It doesn't have to be smart, It doesn't have to be a smart TV. It can just be a regular plasma 32-inch so they can start back watching the games again. But donate all you can. I put the link in the chat for you. And, we're just trying to make sure that they're okay and that they're warm at night, in those jerseys, and letting them know that we have set up programs and things like that so that they don't have to go through the abuse. We can help them. They can seek out and, reach for help, and someone will extend the olive branch to them and help them and make sure that they're okay, because we understand the struggle right now that's going on in Dallas. It's, an epidemic of mass proportion right now. And we just want to make sure that they're okay. So I went on ahead and I put that link in the chat for you guys. And there you go. Eric says Jonas left. Kind of says, what about people in Mall? They need help out. Maui, they need help also? Yes. Yes, they need help as well. They need help as well. But definitely want to make sure that we get a hold of the proper people for them, for those people down in Maui. Shout out to CMX's help for 28 years. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Ruby says, out of pocket. Hey, I was just hired to do the commercial. That's all. I'm not against the Cowboys or nothing. I was just hired to do the commercial. I put up the video. They hired me to do it. And, I'm just a man out here that's trying to, do my job. And sometimes that requires me asking for help and getting the message out to the people and making sure that you guys can understand that when certain fans need help, we have to be there to hold and to help and protect them. You have to be there right now for those Cowboys fans. And that's who we are. We help each other. And we're a great community because of it. Oh.
To go tonight. Last time he walked off the field with his teammates here in this stadium, they walked off losers in a wild card playoff matchup. Right now, for more on that and on Jalen, let's send it down to Lisa Salters for a performance above. Brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Lisa. Hey,
Joe. Well, Jalen Hurts is on an impressive run in his young NFL career. Just one loss in his last 20 regular season starts. That's 19-1 since Week 15 of the 2021 season. But there is one NFC team that Hurts has not beaten in multiple tries.
Yeah, I got to go ahead and get a hold of Oprah and The Rock, too.
In those two losses,
we can spread this message.
Just 51% of his passes and thrown 2 touchdowns against 3 interceptions. One of those losses was his very first playoff appearance right here on this field, a 31-15 loss in the 2021 wild card round to the Tom Brady-led Bucs. Hurts has said that playoff loss was a turning point for him in his career, a moment of maturation. He said, I grew so much from that.
Daniel says you need to take more naps before games.
Says he's well beyond that disappointment as well. Like any other moment, he said,
Text 713 says I'll donate some spam. Hey, no, listen, you got to send that out to Hawaii. They need the spam in Hawaii. They're paying like $30 for a can of spam right now, man. Listen, there's some stuff that we have to be serious about, but we're not wasting food for Dallas fans. We're sending jerseys and TVs. That's all.
He is a much different quarterback.
You got to send the food out to Maui. Like, no joke. They're hurting out there.
Look at the new comedy Next Goal Wins, exclusively in theaters on November 17th. You've been watching the Progressive Monday Night Kickoff. We'll kick it off after this.
Shout out to Artist Dreams. What up? What's going on with you as we prepare? We got about 6 or 7 minutes before kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. The line has moved a half point in case you didn't notice. It went from 5.5 to 6 now. Phillies favored by 6 in this game, in which I'm going with the Bucks. That was my prediction. I think the Bucks are going to take it. We shall see. Williams says, share it on my X channel. I'm pretty sure that that short is definitely going to be watched for some time. For some time. And the sad part about it is, if they continue losing after this week, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Ernie says Emmitt Smith is giggling to himself right now. Eagles, Bills, Super Bowl, Mike C. Okay. All right. I had the 49ers, but we'll see. We'll see, sir. Dak and CBS deserves everything thrown at them. It's like throw the cans of Spam at them, too. Throw the cans of Spam. The Oak Squirrel says stream Bengals. We're doing the Eagles and the Bucks, my friend. Eagles and the Bucks. Sir, you all right? You all right? You good? You good? 357 says, yeah, I'm going to have to go full Tampa. Full. Well, don't go half. Go full in everything that you do. Don't halfway go. Don't be like, all right, I think so. No. They're going to do it. Kathy says, I wonder where Bob Evans is. Jonas popped in for 2 seconds, said his piece, and then hopped up out of here real quick. I haven't seen Bob Evans yet. We didn't see him last night. I don't see him now. I do know that when I put up the request to help Dallas Cowboys fans, I lost about 3 subscribers. So I don't know who was a part of that equation. And I'm not apologizing. If you were that hurt over that short, well, maybe you shouldn't be here. I'm just being honest with you. It is what it is. But right after 30 seconds after I dropped that short, I went down 3 subscribers. So, all right. CMX says Michael Parsons is confused. All right, Jonas is still here. Jonas is still here. Matty T says, y'all really think the Bucks have a shot at coming out on top tonight? Come on now. Matty T, did you see what the Cardinals just did to Jonas's Cowboys? Do you not realize that dreams can come true? I mean, Tampa Bay is undefeated as well. Right? Right. Legendary says, if you can take week 1 Bills, we can take week 3 Cowboys. There you go. That's all I asked for. That is all I asked for. TJ Hanley, what up, man? What's going on with you? Shout out to Eric. Says, breaking news, everyone. I'm still ringing the cowbell. He's trying to bring them home. He's trying to find all of them. He's trying to find them. Guy says, we talking Bob Evans, the microwave mashed potatoes? The man who serves breakfast? No! Bob Evans, the Cowboys fan, who is always here no matter what. Normally. 234 viewers, 95 likes. We need 5 more to get to 100, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it happen. Make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated as we get ready for kickoff. Let's do it. CMX says Cowboys fans will start war. World War III. Microwave mashed potatoes. Yo, who's out here microwaving mashed potatoes? We do not do that. We do not do that. We do not. The Oak Squirrel says Eagles win 30-7. Wow. 30, huh? I guess you're forgetting all those points that the Eagles allow. The Eagles defense have allowed. Just saying. Artist Dream says, let's get ready. Kaina, 28-17 Bucks in my prediction. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot as we prepare here, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff coming up shortly. We have your Eagles and your Buccaneers. It is Monday Night Football.
Florida, September 25th, the end of week 3. Another game starting a bit later with the Rams and the Bengals. Glad to have you with us.
Pollywog says Bucks at home in the over.
Won the toss, they defer, so
I like it.
Bucks and Baker Mayfield will start this game with the football. There are a lot
What up,
of
Tyler?
fans in attendance here tonight.
Went on a walk this afternoon, and I ran into many of them. They were very well represented.
Never instant potatoes, always
They
roll
may or
ones.
may not
Had them tonight with the country fried steak.
Used some colorful
Let's
language,
go.
helps me too, as
Shout
a
out to you,
Cowboy
Sheila.
fan.
Always got other little says Kathy, Jay, you got me laughing. You know what we do over here. You know what we do over here. Looks like these Buccaneers will be getting the ball first, as the Eagles have deferred.
Good fun, right?
Oh, yeah, always is.
And here we go.
Travel well.
Jake Elliott will kick it away. Devin Tompkins is waiting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, second-year player from Utah State. He can fly.
Pre-order donations for the Eagles.
See if Jake Elliott gives him a chance to.
Eagles lose this one. We're going to have another video or another short out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Nope.
And
to the 25,
we have kickoff.
It's
It's going to be a touchback. Baker Mayfield and company comes out on the field. Here we go.
Fun to visit with him on Saturday, and a smile was plastered on his face. He's having a ball.
Well, he really is. And, you know, for just a 6-year career up to this point, I mean, he has been drugged through the mud. He has gone through the highs and lows of being the first overall pick. Says he's having
First
the
and
most
10.
fun that he's had in his career, and he's off to a great start.
Handoff to White.
On the handoff, and White.
And he's going to get maybe a couple on the run. Second and 8.
They haven't been able to run the ball with a lot of success, but as you hinted at in our open, they have at least continued to try
Shout out to
to
you,
run the
92.
ball, which takes a little bit of the heat off Baker Mayfield.
Yes, and this offensive line as well. And if you go back to the last 3 years, while Tom Brady was the quarterback, they simply could not run the ball. And they got to a point where they didn't even try. And because they've been able to hang in these games and the scores have been close, they've
What's
been
up,
able
Molly?
to stick with it, even though
What's
they
going
haven't
on
been
with you
real
tonight?
effective with it.
They try it again with White. He's able to cross
All right,
the
another
30,
run. He
pick up
gets
4.
5
Zach
yards on that one.
Cunningham.
It'll be 3rd and
On the
3.
stop for Philly. You saw Dave Canales, the first-year offensive coordinator, brought in from Seattle. And
This
here's
is Jay. Did you see the
lineup
video where it
for
claims
the Tampa
Mayfield's
Bay
dad too?
Buccaneers, and Tristan Wirfs makes the
No, I
move
didn't
from
see that.
right
I'll have to check
tackle
it
to
out.
left tackle. He is an incredible athlete and handling everything just fine over there.
You know, the great ones always make it look easy.
3rd
For
and
him
3.
to go from the right side to the left side. Didn't play much left side in college either. But he is every bit as dominant. We'll keep our eye on him this evening.
Baker throws. It's going to be caught. Godwin. First down.
That was as easy a
Molly,
pitch
I'm
and
doing
catch
wonderful
as you'll
tonight.
see.
Yeah, and that's one of the
I'm
areas
doing
for
wonderful.
this Eagles defense is they're an off-coverage team.
Oh,
And
oh,
so even
yo.
here on third
Jeff
and medium,
King
off
coming
coverage,
through
and
strong.
Chris Godwin, he comes off the
Y'all
line of
want
scrimmage and
this
just
party
delivers the
started,
ball
right?
accurately, and you pick up
Y'all
the
want
first
this
down.
party
And to go
started
back to what you
quickly,
said
right?
earlier, Joe,
Let's
one
go.
of the reasons why they've been able to run the ball
Shout
as
out to
much
Jeff
as they
King coming
have
through with the
has been
$100
because they've
super
been so
chat.
good converting on third down through the first 2 weeks, and then they convert their first one tonight.
Let's go. Shout out to you, Jeff. Thank you for the support, my friend. Started off strong. Baker Mayfield, deep throw, incomplete.
He was open.
Thank you for the
Baker,
support, Jeff. Started off
a little
strong.
too much air under it, second down.
Well, such great protection. up
Jeff
front.
King
You all
holding
want
down
this
the
party
title.
started,
Defensive
right?
front can
You
get
all
after
want
the
this party
quarterback, so
started
it's gonna be a
quickly,
challenge.
right?
But great protection up inside.
Jeff's got that song
and
stuck in my
that's where
head
they're
now.
vulnerable, but this was a good call by Dave Canales. They do have Tompkins.
Yeah, Jeff,
on
how'd
that
the day
deep
go, bro?
crosser, and just
We want to
not
know,
able
how'd the
drop
day
it
go?
in.
We talk about
Second
the
and
slot
10.
situation defensively for the Eagles. It's second down and 10. Toss to White.
White
Not much
And
room against this
gets
Philly
maybe
D.
a
As Zach
couple.
Cunningham
It'll
was
be
there to
3rd
fill
and
the
8
hole, a
now.
gain of 2.
How'd your day go, Jeff?
Mario Goodrich, in essence, their third slot corner. They're
You said
down
you had that
Devontae
dinner date
Maddox,
yesterday.
Seth McPherson. They're going to move Bradbury inside, play Josh Jobe as the outside corner with Darius Slay on the other side. And those names at the top. Up front, they're as good as any team can be defensively in the NFL. 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Baker
Protection.
throws deep, high, incomplete, almost picked off.
That was there, and Evans could not make the catch.
As Evans couldn't reel it in. That'll lead to 4th and 8.
For the Bucs.
Yeah, just kind of gets on him, and I think Baker could have made it a little bit of an easier throw, but such a good round.
Put it in his chest, Baker.
Here at the bottom of the screen with Mike Evans, you see, you said it, one-on-one, and
you got to put that in his
he
chest.
comes out of it, but he makes that catch all day long, but just unable to haul that one in.
Jake Camarda, NFC Special Teams Player of the Week for his efforts against the Bears. In the Bucs' last game is to punt. Britton Covey now on the active roster. No more
Bucs will punt. Eagles will take it from the 10. And they'll get back to the 25. Jeff, that is hilarious, man.
Christian Izien, a rookie.
It's profitable, folks. Let's just say at my age, it was necessary.
Made that stop. No score.
Shout out to you, man. Let's take a quick timeout here, commercial break. Score is 0-0. 12 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first quarter. As we get started here, Eagles will get the ball back after good defense. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25 after this quick commercial break. Man, you guys are funny. Shout out to Tyler for liking and subscribing. Thanks a lot, Tyler. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all you guys. 399 viewers, 120 likes. The next goal is going to be 150. Make sure you're hitting that like, hitting that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you for all the support tonight. We need 30 more likes, 30 more thumbs up to get to that 150. So let's make it happen as we get to this quick commercial break timeout. As far as your votes go, 206 votes, 67% for the Eagles. Holding it down as we take this quick timeout commercial break. What's up, Thaddeus? Says, let's go Tampa defense. Nikki Perry says, thank you for your energy. Thank you for being here. You guys make all this possible. Tyler says, thanks, guys. This is the nicest stream I've ever been in. This is the best. You're going to enjoy it. Family-friendly environment with a good time. All are welcome. And we're a sports family, so shout out to you, Tyler. Welcome to the channel. Much love.
Last 20 regular season starts 19-1. Has lost to Washington last year on Monday Night Football. The only blemish on that incredible record. He can do it with his arm. He can do it with his legs. No score in the first possession for Jalen Hurts, and their drive will start at the 25 after their defense makes.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Eagles. It's 90 degrees in Tampa right now. It feels like 101.
DeAndre Swift, who had a monster game against Minnesota, in the backfield with Hurts.
Handoff.
Right side, good blocking.
Great blocking, and that's going to be Swift with 8 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 2.
They don't want to slow down from what they were doing 2 Thursdays ago against the Vikings at home. And DeAndre Swift, with his 175 yards of rushing, his home debut. He grew up in Philly at St. Joseph's Prep, and he gets the luxury.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 2
that group up front
for these
anchored by
Eagles.
Jason Kelce in the middle.
Snap is off. Hurts has time. Quick throw. That's going to be caught. Plenty of space. Big play. That's going to be 28 yards for A.J. Brown.
On the completion to Brown, 28 yards And just like that, Philly's inside Tampa Bay territory.
Yeah, Zion McCollum, he is in man coverage, so they have a perfect call. They got a man beater with him on a shallow crosser, and he's able to win on that foot race. And it's a good way to get Jalen Hurts going. I talked about it, how he struggled a little bit throwing the football.
Thank you, Kathy.
In that game against Minnesota, they got
Thank
the running game
support.
going, of course, but try to get him some completions early. That was a nice call and a nice execution.
Quick throw, another first down.
Well,
As Brown gets it again, another 16 yards.
Discussion, 2 throws by Hurts, both in A.J. Brown's direction, this one for 16.
Yeah, and they're going to speed things up.
Finding
and play
those
the tempo
deficiencies
game
in that Tampa Bay
offensively.
defense
And like
quickly.
I said coming in, this is a different offense and a different Jalen Hurts than the
First
one
and
Todd
10.
Bowles last faced when they saw each other at the end of that.
Yeah, get that homework done, Tyler. Get that homework done.
Devontae Smith, good play by Jamel Dean coming up to make the stop. A gain of just 1. And like Hurts told us, and it's true, we did that game, that playoff game. And the defensive mantra for the Bucs in that game was make Jalen Hurts beat us with his arm. Now you saw what the Vikings did last Thursday, and it's don't let Jalen Hurts throw deep on us.
Second and 9.
Play deep and try to keep everything in front.
Because they saw what happened last year when they played that style.
All right, here we
and
go.
dared
9 minutes,
Jalen
50
Hurts to
seconds
beat him.
left.
They brought
in
in
the
A.J.
first quarter.
Brown. He was a big piece of
Counting.
that puzzle last year too, and they were explosive.
Quick throw on the screen, plenty of space.
Blocking out in front.
Nice move, Swift for 8 yards. And the Eagles are having their way
Christian
right now.
Izien, a rookie free agent from Rutgers, made the stop.
Well, this is a nice drive by Philadelphia, and they're kind of having their way right now. Whatever they want to do, they're getting good protection up front, blocking with this big offensive line.
I'm not sure where Bob is. Deep throw, end zone, broken up. Good defense from McCollum. Buccaneers saving that touchdown. And this is actually going to be a win if they kick this field goal for the Bucs defense, because it looked like the Eagles are just going to have their way.
The Eagles are going to go for it.
Okay, they're going to go for it. Never mind.
On 4th down and 2.
Zion McCollum,
Oh,
he's one of
boy.
the fastest guy, if not the fastest guy on the field. He was beat initially, and it looked like
Melvin
it was gonna
says
be
he's
an
at the
easy
Waffle
touchdown.
House.
But he turned and was able to get underneath
He's at
that.
Sizzlers right now. 4th and 2. They're going to go for it.
Gainwell in the backfield.
Handoff. Gainwell fights, and he's going to be short.
And the Eagles turn it over on down.
Oh, my goodness. Kick the damn ball. See? You see why I have the slogan? Do you see why I made it up 3 years ago?
It was 4th down and 2.
And then he does this face, like right after it doesn't work out, the quarterback, and I'm just saying in general, but Hurts, his face, the quarterback's face, they always have this stupid look like, oh, we should have kicked the field goal. Yes, you should have kicked the field goal. That way you'd have some points on the board. Now, all that hard work for nothing. Nobody cares that you just drove the field and basically had your way when you come up with 0 points. Unbelievable. Timeout, commercial break. Timeout, commercial break. Timothy says Sirianni trying to flex. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Maddie T says, Jay, I know you don't like to switch sides, but I'm here to tell you still got time. No, that is not how this works, sir. This is not how this works. I stick with my choices. Nancy says, Dad used to say, why are you looking at me in that tone of voice? Tyson said, "You spicy tonight." Oh, I've been spicy for the last 48 hours. You should have been here yesterday. You should have been here yesterday. Demish says, "I agree, Jay. This early, take the points, especially on the road." Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, Jay does not switch. He does not. Timeout, commercial break. We need 40 more likes. What, 132 viewers? We need 40 more likes to get to that 200. Make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you for rocking with us tonight. Monday Night Football, your Eagles, Buccaneers. Nia Lim, what up, man? What's going on with you?
.com. Great initiative and great to see.
Joyce B in the building. What's up, Joyce?
Second,
First and 10 for your Buccaneers.
This one
and here we go.
Godwin in motion.
Mayfield, nice throw. And that's going to be Otten for 16 yards.
By Cade Otten. 16 yards.
Slinging that ball.
Cade Otten has been on the field more this year than he had been in prior years. But, man, this is a heck of a catch. Laying out. I mean, he got the one-on-one matchup that he wanted, and the ball just got away from Baker just a little bit. But for Otten to be able to stretch out there and nab it, I think he's a very underrated tight end. A lot of great tight ends around the league, but this guy's solid.
Another quick though, gets it over to Evans, who'll get 5 yards on the catch.
Try on the near sideline. The first possession. Let's go back to that 4th and 2, 4th and 1.5 stop by the Buccaneers defense.
Well, so many times you see Philadelphia, when they get in this situation, they're going to run the quarterback sneak. That's a full 2 yards, and so you know it was too much for them. But what a great defensive stop after what looked to be a real promising drive by Philadelphia to stop them on 4th down.
A red zone stop by the Tampa Bay defense. 2nd and 5. White carries, was hit in the backfield.
And White's going to get wrapped up. It's going to be a loss of about 2, 3rd and 7. Jeff, I got to say,
well, the Cincinnati Bengals,
we got a double hill.
Are about to start their
I like Bernard in the middle now. I think what he did last week was great. You're going to need him to replicate everything that he did. And, you know, without a doubt, you're just going to have to see an overall explosiveness from this Bills defense. I really hope Von Miller comes back. They're saying that he should be good to go. He's definitely going to play a huge factor. But I think, to be honest, using that blitz, getting too uncomfortable back there because he hasn't seen that, that's what's going to be the X factor. As Mayfield gets out of trouble.
As Mayfield is out to his right. Can he get there? The answer is no, way short.
And he's going to be short.
Out by Josh Sweat.
Well, that's an element that Baker Mayfield
gives to
this team that they haven't really seen the last 3 years.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it. I'm dropping the predictions tomorrow.
Not the most athletic guy, but he can get out of the pocket.
That's the one game that I am dreading talking about as far as predictions go, because the reality is this is going to be the real test for both teams.
That was able to get open for him.
Covey back again.
It really is.
Muff to punt against the Vikings on Thursday. Line drive.
Punt is off.
It is a booming punt.
Good kick. Back to the 3. Big run, still going, gets to the 45 before he gets out of bounds on the other side.
Buccaneer territory, a 59-yard punt, but it was on a line. And with no hang time, it's a 52-yard return.
Shout out to Christopher Jones coming through with the $2 super chat. Thanks a lot, Christopher. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the love. Much, much appreciated.
The right return, it's set up well. You're right. There wasn't much hang time. They weren't able to get down there and cover it up, and then he just takes off and makes some people miss and does an outstanding job of getting it to midfield.
Nick Sirianni is head coach, as I said, and it's no small thing. He's been bouncing, Covey has, back and forth between the practice squad and the 53-man roster. He is an official 53-man roster guy now, and you see why they
all right,
like
first and
his
10.
longest career return, 52
Jalen
yards.
getting carried. Hand off to Swift. Nice move. Catch blockers. Big first down.
To the 30.
14 yards.
14-yard carry where Devin
What's
White
up, Rebecca?
eventually makes the stop.
Bills Mafia in the house.
You see these linebackers because of what Philadelphia does in play action. Here you got Devin White, takes off, and they just hand it to Swift, and you see what happens. When you got Jason Kelce who's leading the way, and he's well up the field, pretty good distance before there's ever even any contact on him.
First and 10.
The Eagles are averaging over 9 yards a play so far. Swift again. Got hit at the line. Winfield went down low and knocked him down after a gain of 1. DeAndre Swift from Philly, St. Joseph's Prep in Philadelphia. Was ranked the #1 player in the state of Pennsylvania in 2017. Was a second-round pick by the Lions out of Georgia back in.
What's up, Mages? Oh, I got that. I got that energy you was talking about. I got it tonight. I got it tonight. Shout out to Rosemary for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Rosemary. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Quick throw to Goddard. And it's going to get maybe 2 or 3 yards after the catch. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Well, here is Darren Swift.
So we'll see if they kick a field goal this time.
He owns a gym called Swift Fit Gym, and he is definitely fit. Oh my God! Never seen that one.
No, don't try it.
Shout out to Mages coming through with the 99-cent super chat. Thanks a lot, Mages. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the love. Much appreciated. 3rd and 6, handoff, plenty of space, first down, Eagles, and more.
Got a great block from Cam Jurgens, the young right guard.
What's up, JJ?
Who may eventually replace the incomparable Jason
JJ
Kelce
in the house.
in a carry of 13 yards on 3rd down.
Joe, I think I could play tailback tonight with some of these holes that we're seeing up front. I mean, DeAndre Swift, he can't believe what he's seeing tonight with the things that are opening up. Great night last week against Minnesota. And we all know week 1 that Kenneth Gainwell, he was the featured
Dean
guy.
looks to be injured from
he
Tampa
couldn't play
Bay
last week, but because of the night that DeAndre Swift had, he's
Buccaneers
now the
injury.
featured back, and it's his job to lose.
Well, if you do play tailback,
Hawkins, I have the Bucks. That was my prediction.
Now Jamel Dean, who has been active already and usually is, 3rd-round pick from Auburn in his 5th year. They're checking on him. He's up, and with that arm hanging, he will go off to the sideline. Take a break. Eagles on the move. No score.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Injury timeout for Dean for the Bucks. Score still locked in 0-0. Obviously, the Eagles are threatening at the Tampa Bay 13. It'll be 1st and 10. After we come back from this quick commercial break. Ian says, bet the over. Oh. We'll see. We will see. CMX says, don't eat fast food. And that's some good advice. Next Thursday, we got your Lions and your Packers, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a good one. And that'll be our last game of the month. Yeah, that'll be our last game of the month. Thursday, Lions Packers. Next Sunday is the 1st.
Right calf, and you're a quarterback named Joe Burrow. That's the last guy.
G Young, what up, man?
Aaron Donald.
Miami covered the over for 2 weeks.
Defensive player of the year getting set
yeah,
to go
themselves.
in Cincinnati. That's coming up at 8:15
themselves.
Eastern on ESPN.
Green Bay will be in the Super Bowl this season. All right. 1st and 10 for these Eagles.
First down, Philadelphia. D. Delaney, 30, replaced Jamel Dean. This is
Big
off
throw,
the
broken
hands
up,
of tight end
incomplete.
Jack Stoll. And Devin White was right there with the hit. Second down.
Usman World says Miami Dolphins the best team.
Middle of the field, that Jalen Hurts, he's got him the entire way, and a good call. He shows his numbers right there in the middle of the field, and a throw that.
Ryan
that
says
just got
Eagles
away.
by
You wanna
9.
See that as a quarterback.
All right.
It's kind of like basketball. Just turn around and show your numbers. He does it. But
2nd and
Hurts
10
is not able to put it on him.
for
That-
these
that should've
Eagles.
been an easy one.
Hurts keeps.
Quick throw. Goddard gets it, and there's a flag.
Goddard knocked out of bounds by D. Delaney.
Probably going to push this back.
Buccaneers are already without Carlton Davis, their outstanding corner, inactive for the 2nd straight game with a toe injury. So any issue with Jamel Dean long term in this game is an issue.
Ineligible man downfield, offense, number 69, 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
Landon Dickerson downfield.
So Dickerson's going to cost you 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15. I'll push him back to the 18.
Landon Dickerson, number 69, the left guard, and they run these run-pass options, and it's not on him. That's the design of the play. You don't see that called often.
Buccaneers accepted the penalty. They could have had 3rd and 7. Instead, they have 2nd and 15.
I'd rather have the 2nd and 15. Pressure, quick throw, incomplete. And now it's 3rd and 15.
And that one got away, and Hurts is shaking his head coming back into the huddle. Now it's 3rd and 15.
That's why you accept that penalty. 3rd and 15 now.
As a quarterback, you see color to the inside, and so he doesn't want
Fear
to
says
lead
Miami
the
at 1,
receiver
49ers 2.
into that area.
What?
And it's the underneath
You have
defender
Miami
right
over the
there. Devin White
49ers?
is who Hurts felt, and he really wanted Goddard to stay out wide so he could just put it on him.
Sir,
More
it was the
miscommunication,
Broncos.
I think, as opposed to a poor throw.
Broncos.
3rd down and 15.
All right, 3rd and 15. Hurts in trouble.
Pressure.
Throws end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Now they should just go for it. No, don't kick the field goal.
Inside the 20, and now
Go for it.
The field goal try by Elliott.
Well, they're kind
Don't
of
be
playing
up by
into the
6
game
points.
That Tampa wants. As dominant as Philadelphia has looked offensively, moving the football, once they've gotten down into this area, they just have not been able to do anything. Like you said, to stop on downs, now to be able to make a stop on 3rd down and force a field
Shout
goal
out to
try.
Ernie Brown coming
After
through with the
it's all said and done,
$5
to
super
possibly
chat.
only be down 3, that's big.
Says, what would you think of Dak if Baker finishes with a better record? Field goal is up. It is good.
He's as good as they come in the NFL. Now 7 for 8 on the year.
I mean, Dak is just so. He's not. I just. He's inconsistent. If I have to say one word and stick to it with Dak, it's inconsistent. And I think that's the problem with what most Cowboys fans have. They'll go out there, they'll root for the man.
What would you think of Doc if Baker finishes with a better record?
The Cowboys will show a great defense, they'll win some games, and then it'll come down to it, and it'll be one play or 2 plays where you just need Dak Prescott to not make a mistake, and he will do it. You just have to wait. He will do it. He will do it. And it's just the reality of it. But if Baker finishes better with the better record, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And there's a reason why they got Trey Lance. Ernie says, Jay the Diplomat, stop being nice. Listen, I've already beat him up enough. I've already did it. You guys seen the help video or the help short. I put out the infomercial for them. We're taking donations for the Cowboys fans. I can't beat them up any more than what I already have. It's only week 3. It's only week 3, sir. Timeout. Commercial break. $443 viewers, 189 likes. We need 11 more likes, 11 more thumbs up to get to 200. Make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. We need 11 more to get to 200. Let's make it happen. He's like, say it, Jay. Toby, what up, man? Toby in the building. Let's go. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, whenever you hear that, you know, Arms of an Angel song, you should just think Cowboys. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Whenever you hear the In the Arms of an Angel, you should think Cowboys at that point. That's just the reality of it.
Doing the gritty.
As the Eagles will kick it back off to the Buccaneers.
Elliott kicks it away. And out of the back of the end zone. Well, it's been a lot of different signal callers and head coaches for Baker Mayfield. He is
it's a good question, Kathy.
Under 8
it's a great
different
question.
Head coaches.
You know, why would you hold the ball
that
that long continuously? And then make the issues that you do and throw picks. Why? Why would you do it?
Is his 9th offensive coordinator.
It's amazing. I mean, it really is. He's had 4 head coaches alone in less than 2 years. And, you know, like I said, Baker's been drugged through the mud a little bit.
Here's Sean Tucker,
Ooh.
and what a play.
He got ripped down.
They missed him.
I got you, Philip. Thanks a lot, man.
Rib injury. He's back, and he just shot.
Shout out to you guys for getting us over that 200. Let's keep it
He's a really good run defender.
Going.
You mentioned him missing last week. He was really good. He's going to come from back
Don't ever
there,
do that, Jay
and he
Lee,
just
singing
shoots
to the
it as soon as he
professionals.
sees and makes
Listen.
a great play. He was really good in the
You gonna
opening
hear whatever
game
voice I
against
got.
New England, and he comes up and makes a nice play.
It was only for 3 seconds anyway.
As he brought down the
Second,
rookie
11.
Sean Tucker.
And Mayfield will go down. Wrapped up. Loss of 2.
Denied. His first sack of the year.
Shout out to Tacticals. Says, Jay, I'm so disgusted in my franchise, bro. I showed up tonight, though, because I ain't no punk. Good evening, brother. Tactical, you know it's all love, man. You know it's all love. I tried to tell you. You've seen the prediction video. I told you that they had released Deshaun Watson's family. They held him hostage during the Steelers game. He needed to lose, but he was going to come back with a vengeance. You guys didn't want to believe me. So, hey, it's all right. Maybe next time. It's all right.
And this
As
Eagles defense is
Baker
flying around now. It's
throws
4th
it
down.
incomplete.
The punt team comes on for Tampa Bay.
4th and 13 under the punt
game
coming.
that they don't want to play to get into 3rd and longs against this defensive front. It's a challenge to be able to convert. They've been so good through the first 2 weeks.
We all
they
learn.
converted their first
We
third
all
down
learn.
tonight. They've been 0 for 3 since. But Philadelphia comes right out and makes a big stop.
Covey had the 52-yarder the last time he fielded a punt from
Kick is
Martin.
off.
This one has more hang time. It's even better.
Nice kick. Takes him all the way back to the 2. Now can they stop him this time? That's the question.
And he's brought down here.
We'll get to the about 19.
No harm, no foul. Cubby said, why not take a shot?
27,000 new TVs sold today in Texas. Shout out to you. Shout out to Brian Allen coming through. It says $9 to the Romo era. Dallas cries. Shout out to you, Brian Allen. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the $9 donation. Thank you for the support, my friend. Much love to all you guys. Thank you for the support. Let's keep it going. It is much, much appreciated. Without you guys, this would not be possible. Let's keep it going.
I cannot wait to check that out.
This is your king, Baker. Game's far from over. May just
$9 to the Romo era. Dallas cries.
Flag flies from
going to be a flag. Looks like on the defense.
Swift got 2.
Shout out to you, Artist Dream. Just do your homework and keep me in the background. That's all. I'm not that much of a distraction. Unless we're talking about 15 cents.
Number 96. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. Automatic first down.
They get the man in the middle along the defensive line. Great Gaines guilty of the hold. A nice add to this defense from the Rams.
Yeah, and that was a good call. Number 96 right in the middle. He's holding Kelce. And he's keeping Kelce from being able to get up to the linebacker level, Devin White. The official was all over
First
that.
and 10. Pressure.
Hurts
throws, and that's going to be caught. Smith for 15 yards.
16 yards.
Well, Devontae Smith, he is an outstanding route runner. And when you watch him at the top of this route, right when he puts his foot in the ground there and drops his hips, it drives McCollum then off of him, and with his speed, especially coming off of that game he had against Minnesota, he had 2 big bombs down the field. And even though McCollum can run, you can tell that speed threatens and it creates separation.
Hurts gets out.
Hurts is going to keep it and slides for about 7. Oh, man.
You know, you mentioned
Father Time, what up, man?
Mayfield and,
what's going on with
him
you?
Having
Clayton says I'm playing Madden with you in the background. Let's go.
Last year was the first time since he was
Shout out to Patty coming through with the $5 super chat donation. Shout out to you, Patty. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the $5 donation.
Career of college and pros.
Much appreciated.
Head coach of the 2-1 Colts coming off that overtime win against the Ravens.
Yeah,
2nd and 5
for them. Congratulations to Shane Steichen and the entire organization.
End of the first quarter, Philadelphia with the ball.
All right, so that's going to end the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 46. They're holding it down 3-0. We'll see if this defense can do anything to slow down these Eagles. Quick shout out to Sev Fan 2011 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Brian says, "Yo, Jay, do you have Oats over Dallas this coming week?" I don't know who you're talking about, my friend. I'm assuming it's a team, but I haven't looked at the schedule, so I got to see who they're playing. But whoever's playing them, they're probably going to beat them. So, yeah, there you go. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm doing predictions tomorrow, Brian. I'll let you guys know. Predictions will be out tomorrow, as well as power rankings. We're going to do both tomorrow. So predictions and power rankings, I'll get it knocked out for the week. That way I don't have to worry about it on Wednesday. So, yeah, we'll have that all wrapped up tomorrow. Robert says, and to think the Jets passed up Devontae Smith for Zach Wilson in that draft. Well, you know, they wanted a quarterback. Charlie says, let's go Buccaneers. Let's go. All right, y'all. Quick timeout, commercial break. Scores 3-0 as we end this first quarter. There we go. Dax said that it's our fault they lost and we're laughing. Well, you know. What did it say, Father Time? What did it say? Oh, the Patriots? Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Philadelphia is moving the ball. What do you think of your defense so far?
Still giving up some plays. We got to settle down. I think we're still running around in there too much. We got to settle down and just play sound football. I think we're running out for the pass too much when they're getting some runs in there. We just got to settle in.
Shout out to you, Roy.
On
Much
the other
love,
side
man.
of the ball, how do you get more going on offense?
Just got to block those 4 guys up front. We got to win first downs. We got to do a better job.
Oh,
getting
yeah.
positive yards on
Father
first
time.
down and make it
That's
third
what's been
manageable.
going on. It's
Thank
weird.
you, Coach.
Really
Joe,
weird.
back to you.
Lisa, thanks, and thanks to Todd for doing that.
Second and
Philadelphia
5.
with 113 yards in the first quarter, but just 3 points. Second down as this
The
one is
throw is
knocked
batted
to
down,
the ground.
incomplete. 3rd and 5 now.
Goddard, the target. Todd
And can
Bowles,
these
59
Buccaneers
years old, in his 5th year in Tampa
make a
Bay,
play
second
on
year
3rd
as
down?
head coach, undrafted out of Temple in 1986, and was so smart he was the starting safety for Richie Pettibone's difficult defense on a Super Bowl winner with Washington the next year. Smart defensive mind.
1 month till NBA, yeah.
Big part of the championship in 2020.
Yeah, and a defensive coordinator.
Really? Is it a month?
Everywhere he's been, he likes to bring pressure in these
I've been off
situations.
football, so.
He likes to get after the quarterback, and big 3rd down here to possibly keep them from coming away points.
Pressure.
There's the blitz.
Hurts steps up, looking around, and he's just going to throw it away. Good defense by Tampa Bay, stepping it up.
And right on cue, Christian Izzian, who Todd Bowles got to see at Rutgers while Todd was watching his son Todd Jr. play. They got Izzian, and he's got 2 picks already. He's playing the slot, and he's
The
been
title
all over the
QB for
place.
Zach
Yeah, you see
Wilson
him.
is
He comes in
questionable.
number 29, and DeAndre Swift
Yeah,
is there
I mean,
to
that's
protect him, but that's not his strength.
what they
DeAndre
put him in there
Swift,
as,
so he's
quarterback.
able to defeat that. Hurts feels it, but Izzian has
4th
been
and
a
5.
great story, and not an easy transition from safety to slot.
Kick is
corner,
off.
as he's done for this Bucs defense.
Fair catch
Great
at
man,
the
his first
16.
start as an Eagle, the former Jet. Fair catch by Devin Tompkins. Bucks have it, down 3, back in 30 seconds after this.
Little 30-second timeout. Pick for Thursday. Like I said, I'm doing all the picks and predictions tomorrow. So make sure you guys are here for that stream. We're going to go through all 16 games, all of them. You know how we do. We do this every week. And for those who don't know, we're going to do the power rankings as well as all predictions tomorrow. So make sure you are here. I'll go ahead and lock it in with you guys, all 16 games. It'll be a fun time like we normally do. Obviously, great conversation, great fun. So make sure you are here for it. Prediction video is tomorrow.
It's here from the 16. Blitz.
Great throw. It's going to be caught. Plenty of space. Make some moves. And that's going to be 16 for White.
15. Blankenship couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, and Blankenship is the guy who has to cover because they
Shout out
bring
to you,
the
Tyler.
blitz, and it's a perfect call by Dave Canales. Anticipating there'd be pressure, they get the ball out quick, and Rashad White
Deion
does a
Sanders
nice
only
job
made
after the
$38
catch.
million playing in the
That is a
NFL.
win on first down for
What is
Todd
that in
Bowles.
today's
Here's
money?
Canales, who for 13 years was in Seattle.
It's got to be at
predominantly as
least
a quarterback.
70, right? 70, 80, close to 100. White goes nowhere on that one. It'll be 2nd and
Play
10.
made by Jordan Davis, second-year star for the Eagles. He is a big man, 6'6", 336.
Yeah, he has played exceptionally well. When you watch this defense through the first 2 games, he has been making plays. He shows up everywhere, and he has tonight. We haven't gotten into him till just now, but he's been playing well here in this first half. And he was primarily a run defender. And his job, he said, was to get people to 3rd down, but now he wants to play on 3rd down.
85.
He's doing that.
Yeah,
now
man.
he's getting pressure on quarterback.
Good
Nice
job by
run.
the Bucs offensive line. A blitz coming from
As
the
White
Eagles.
gets
They
7
block
yards,
it
it'll be
up, and a
3rd
gain
and
of
3 at the
7
39.
by Rashad White. Brandon Graham downfield to make the
Shout out to
stop,
Tampa
and
Buccaneers.
it's
What up, man?
Manageable.
Well, you see this action here. Typically, this Bucs offense is
Big
an
money
outside
spends
zone
money and
running
taxes
scheme
eating
and an
half that
inside
for
zone
sure.
running scheme, and off of that, they run the counter action as a little bit of a change-up, and that opened up nicely. Really good job up front.
3rd and 3.
It's a very active defense.
Oh, for their last 3.
Big throw. Nice on the slant. As Evans gets it. Takes a hit at the end, though. First down.
Well, anytime you're going to have
Jay had a hard time finding his stream tonight.
You've got to be decent on first down and get it to manageable down and
it's
distances.
weird because he starts off fine,
and
I don't know.
Third and medium against this defense. We saw it earlier on their first conversion. We see it there with Job. This
like I said, I'm hoping that by October this will be changed.
Free access off the line of scrimmage and a lot of easy completions.
But it is getting better. I noticed that. For some reason, it's select people.
The Buccaneers have taken it into Philly territory for the first time. Slay missed a tackle in a gain of 6.
Well, Rashad White came on last year, and when the season began, he was the backup to Leonard Fournette. And then he began getting more and more carries once they got through the midpoint of the year and did. I think he's a much better runner than what he gets credit for. You know, when you look at what he's done even this year with his yard per carry average, and it has less to do with him and more to do with some of the inability to get people moving along that offensive line.
Quick throw to Tompkins.
Good throw, Tompkins. He gets wrapped up. Maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3 now.
Who was in the concussion protocol, did not play in week 2. There for the stop after a gain of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down again.
That's not easy to do either, to be able to bring Tompkins down like that with a guy with his kind of speed. Bradbury does a good job. We'll see what Philadelphia does here on another 3rd down here on 3rd and 3. They're going to challenge down here on the short throw. But up
what day is that, Carter?
They're still playing relatively soft.
Baker throws. Nice. Godwin. 18 yards, 1st and 10. Bucks at the 28.
Told us about Godwin just throwing right at his face. He's so strong at the point of the catch.
Well, look what he did to James Bradbury. He got him widened and came underneath and made for a really great angle. I mean, that's as clean as it gets for a quarterback. And Godwin, I've always loved the way that he plays. Now, he's in the slot on that conversion. He was an outside receiver for the most part, and then when Bruce Arians took over, he started playing more slot, had big years. This year, he's kind of back to playing more outside receiver than he is inside.
Play fake, quick throw, drop.
Started to run without the ball.
Come on, Otten. It's a rookie mistake, man.
Frustration.
You got to catch that ball and then run, sir.
Out there, but Otten forgot to secure the catch. Jamar Chase featured on Monday Night Countdown, and that one-on-one interview tonight is getting set to go. A good look with the Bengals and that alternate helmet. Bengals and Rams coming up on ESPN and ESPN.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Hand off, and Tucker's going to get 2 yards. Don't tell me they're playing for a field goal.
And once Tucker was,
if you want to win this game, you got to score touchdowns.
He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, this is Dave Canales. He tries to spread
hey, Leo, what up?
defense a little bit. You see, you
got
two
Bucks
receivers
as well,
two
sir.
receivers here, and they're going to try to pack it in and run the ball and get as few bodies in there as they can. But, man, this Philadelphia defense, Jordan Davis right there, just too tough.
3rd and 8.
Bucks 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. Those were 3rd and 3s. This is 3rd and 8.
Pressure. Baker throws. Incomplete. Flag. Wow. Give it to him, ref. Give it to him. It was a great pass, too. This is going to be on the defense. Pass interference.
Wait for Adrian Hill to make it official, but sure looks like pass interference on Job.
Pass interference, defense. Number 28. Ball replaces the call of foul. Automatic.
Well, now.
This is a great job by Baker Mayfield. They're going to rotate coverage this way, so the one-on-one is right here. And he's the one who's locked up then on Otten. And Baker sees the rotation of the safeties, comes back to the one-on-one
he definitely
look,
grabbed
which is
him.
what he wanted. There's the grab by Job. He played a lot last week. He's an inexperienced guy,
First
even
and
though he's
10.
in his second season. Didn't play much defense last year, so he's kind of feeling things out for the first time still.
Inside the red zone, White.
And hand off to White. He gets maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 as they get to the 15.
Baker Mayfield told
Shout out
us
to
we
Jeff.
need to be
Go for the
better
throat.
running the ball in the red
Stop
zone.
playing with
They're
it.
2 for 6, cashing in with touchdowns. It's been 202 straight attempts without an interception.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, 202 attempts without an interception in the red zone.
Well, I
think you said that about
Wow.
Tom Brady last year.
I did. It was in the playoff game, wasn't it? Playoffs? Baker. End zone, and it just took forever. Godwin waiting
Incomplete,
on the ball.
3rd and 9.
Pressure by Jalen Carter, the rookie, and it's 3rd down and 9.
Just ran out of real estate. Yeah, so now, Baker just has to be smart. Here's the end of that play. He's trying to hang in there, and took out some of the camera guys.
Terrell Edmonds there to make sure that Godwin was going to end up out of bounds. 12th play of this drive.
Baker has talent, had to grow up.
3rd and 9. Mayfield there.
Goes for it again. Oh, he got it broken up. Evans, you got to bring that in, man.
Avoided 6.
You got to bring that in.
That was
But I think
there.
Baker,
Brown
instead of
knocked
floating
away,
it, should
the
have zipped it
rookie
into
from
him.
Illinois.
Yeah, he definitely had Evans. And
Yeah, you
it
got to
wasn't
zip that in
late
there.
on the throw. He just threw it a little bit inside, but even that.
No, I can't even put it on Baker.
To me, Joe, like Evans still had a shot.
Yeah, Mike needed to bring that down.
Can't
He needed to
quite
bring
tell
that
if he
down
got
without a
his hand in
doubt.
there or not. But if
He
the
needed to
ball's
bring that
just
one down.
a little bit more to the outside, that's an easy one because Evans was open.
33-yard attempt by Chase McLaughlin. High
So
snap.
field goal is up.
Good hold.
It is good. Tie ball game.
And we're tied at 3.
3-3.
With 8.5 to go in the half.
Well, Bob, I mean, at least you're honest about it, man. And I respect you for being honest about it, and I respect it. I sent you the jersey. You got it. If you wanted to burn it, it's your jersey to burn. I'm just being real with you. I know how you Cowboys fans do, so I'm not mad. You won the jersey fair and square. I made sure you got it. Unfortunately, you've got some burn marks and stuff like that. I hope you heal up well. And, we wish you the best, man. We just don't want you to feel like you don't have to come in and, you have to be quiet. You can talk to us. You can let us know how you're feeling. And you're welcome here, man. I understand the burn has been real. But, you guys do a lot of talking, man. You guys do a lot of talking. And sometimes you can't take the burn. It's really unfortunate. Shout out to you, Bob. I hope you're actually enjoying it. But if you did decide to burn it, hey, it is what it is. Forrest says, who burns a jersey while wearing it? Do you know how crazy you have to be? See, I knew you Cowboys fans were insane. You have to put on the jersey and then douse yourself in gasoline, Gandhi style, and then light it and sit there Indian style and just wait like this while you're getting burned. Like, that's crazy. I'm done for the night. I am so done for the night. It's 8 minutes and 33 seconds left in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 3-3 as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. CMX says it's called a barbecue. It's a cowbecue. It's a cowbecue. Shout out to you, Bob. I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you laughed at it. You know, some people were butthurt. Jonas came in here. He didn't even give me my props. He was mad about it. So, you know. Thanks a lot, Bob. Much love, man. Much love.
Bengals and the Rams about to get going on ESPN and ESPN2.
Let's go, Jeff. Let's go. I got some flack for it, but a lot of people loved it as well. So I guess did what it was supposed to do.
Waiting for the kick off the right foot of Jake Kamara.
Yeah, Ruby 3. As soon as I uploaded it,
Devin Allen seems like that would
subs
be
went down
nice
by 3.
to have on
It was funny.
if you return
It was
kicks
funny.
In the NFL. They're going to give him a chance here. A little pop-up kick. Allen.
Ooh.
To the 16.
What a hit.
Well covered
As
by
I get to the
KJ
16,
Britt.
first and 10, tie ball game. 3-3.
They're coming off that huge game against Minnesota, and a lot of the same.
There's the
tonight.
CJ. The cowbell's working.
When you're worried about the play action, gets the linebackers flowing deep.
Putting up the scroll on the Bengals and LA game tonight. I mean, I can put up the score. You want the score? I'll put up the score for you.
So far for Philadelphia really has been that they've just not been able to convert on third down and sustain these drives and keep pounding on them because, you know, they're averaging against 6 yards a carry tonight.
CMX says Bob is the last Cowboy fan alive.
Against Minnesota.
Yo. First and 10.
Hurts over the middle. Gainwell
Throws. Gainwell gets about 6 on the catch.
Multiple first downs on all 3 drives for the Eagles, but still just 3 points, gain of 6 here.
You know, we talked about it a little bit, Joe, but, you know, Brian Johnson now is the offensive coordinator. He served as the quarterback coach under Shane Steichen for the last 2 years. And even though it's the same offense, here's a look at Brian Johnson. It really comes down to play calling, and I think that is really underrated when people talk about an offense. And an offensive coordinator's ability to know when to dial certain things up and all of that.
Exactly.
And for a quarterback to get on the same page with that play caller, that takes some time.
Pressure
from the Bucks. Eagles
Hurts gets out of it. Still looking. Throws. Incomplete.
And low and out of the reach of
3rd and 4.
3rd down. A.J. Brown busy.
No problem, Bob. Shout out to you, man.
His 2 catches for 44
I know you've been waiting for it, and I was glad to be able to get it to you.
Well,
and I know you'll
Bowles bring pressure.
You'll appreciate it. So shout out to you.
And with this down and distance,
they get you a frame. Throw it on the wall. They got the frames for like $10, $10, $15, something like that.
Here's Isian, who came the last
3rd and 4.
He's showing it again.
He's coming on the blitz.
Big throw. That's going to be caught.
For the first down by Goddard.
Goddard, nice play. First down.
Ryan Neal there for Tampa Bay, but Goddard good for 13 and a first down.
Yeah, good job recognizing.
Shout out to you, Brian. Yeah, if you go watch some of these guys, I mean, listen, we all get animated, but some of these guys, they go way
and
wild.
everybody's one-on-one. You've got to make those blocks and sustain it, but
they be
a
doing
nice
too
throw
much.
and catch to pick up the first down.
You play slot for Todd Bowles. You got to be part-time corner, part-time linebacker.
Yeah, and you've got to be able to cover as well. So, part-time cornerback.
Here is a handoff to Gainwell.
Gainwell, nice run. 8 yards in the carry.
Devin White on him.
2nd and 2.
Of 8.
We'll see if they're able to kind of finish things off.
What's up, Carter?
Right now, 3-3 ball game with 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. I would think that Todd Bowles.
So I sent an email to Immortal. I haven't got anything back yet.
The way that this team plays offense, they just want to get themselves into the fourth quarter within striking distance.
2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Pressure. Hurts gets out of it. Throws. That's going to be caught. Wow. Zacchaeus, 24 yards. How did he get that off?
With the biggest play at an opportune time is a 24-yard catch. Gives the Eagles a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job by Jalen Hurts, but also a real good job by Zacchaeus, just keeping it over on the boundary, as you see that Hurts takes a hit at the end of that play, but he just hung on that boundary
1st and 10.
gave Hurts a place to go with the football and didn't take off running all over the field.
Pressure.
Levante David.
Gainwell's going to get about 1 on the carry. 2nd and 9.
Tampa Bay defender to get hands on Gainwell. A lot of effort for just
Jeff,
1
you're
yard
right.
gain.
Tough defensive game, and I don't think they expected this.
Between Kenneth Gainwell and
just like the Philly fans.
Swift,
They're real quiet right now. Everybody's real quiet. Everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen. They didn't expect this.
Not real tall guys, but you know, they come in at about 5'9" and 200 pounds. But Gainwell is a little bit more powerful, and Swift
2nd and 9.
has a little bit more explosiveness, and he's lined up out here wide now.
Good protection.
Quick throw. It's going to be caught. 4 yards. 3rd and 5. Rams and Bengals are starting up.
Going, as you can see, in Cincinnati with the Rams kicking away.
Shout out to you, Majors.
Keep an eye on
Let me go ahead and get this
what Joe Burrow does tonight. 3rd down.
this score up here for you guys
I really think
for the
this
Bengals
Christian
game.
Izien is going to be a special
For the
player.
Bengals.
To be able to have a guy who's
The
already
Bengals
been
and the
able to do what he's
Ravens.
done as an undrafted guy. You mentioned how
Bengals
Todd
and the
Bowles
Ravens.
knew of him and knew him as well as anybody, but for him to step in as an undrafted player and play at the level that he has in a position that's kind of new for him is really impressive.
False start on Philly.
False start. Awesome. Number 88. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Unbelievable.
Dallas Goedert. And it's 5
Tampa Buccaneers says, do you like Ice Spice?
to
No.
the chore on 3rd down.
No, sir, I do not. I do not like Ice Spice.
Just got it away.
Hurts looking around, has plenty of time, throws at the last second, touchdown. Wow.
Zacchaeus.
Are you kidding me? What a throw. He was hit, took the contact, got the touchdown.
Greg Gibbons was there, about a step too late on Jalen Hurts, and Hurts hung in.
What a play. What a
Zacchaeus.
play.
Well, Devin White here, he's playing more of a spy technique. It's a 4-man rush. He's kind of hanging in there, wanting to keep eyes on Hurts. And with that kind of time in the pocket, Hurts just kind of lays it up there and makes Zacchaeus go get it, because that is not where Zacchaeus was going when the ball was thrown.
And field goal is good. Extra point is good. Score is now 10-3.
The protection was great, but time ran out.
10-3, ladies and gentlemen. Quick timeout, commercial break. I was trying to get the scroll up, but for some reason it's not working for me. Let's see, figure out how I can do this. Timeout, commercial break. I'm gonna try another way. Just so I can get you guys the Bengals score while we're on this commercial break. They just started over there. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. We'll see if that works.
he gets up the field and Hurts feels the pressure, when he starts to throw it, you can see where Zaccheaus is right here, but Hurts throws it in an area where he just knows that Jamel Dean is in position. He lays it perfectly, and just really good reaction and coordination with Zaccheaus in order to go get it. And it's a game of inches, and that's the difference in getting a fourth down or giving up a touchdown.
Zaccheaus gets his first touchdown as an Eagle. His last one was with the Falcons against the Buccaneers. Ironically enough, tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Good game down below. 9th career touchdown reception for the former Atlanta Falcon. He gets the opportunity with Quez Watkins inactive with a hamstring injury and making the most out of it. 2 big catches on that possession. Here's White. Ran into a wall, and now part of that wall goes out and makes the tackle. Brandon Graham.
Shout out to you, Dane.
Graham and Josh Jobe. A gain of 2.
Tampa says, do you like Kai Sent?
Brandon Graham, one of those guys who's been around
Tampa Buccaneers
forever. And last year,
you may be a little younger, my
career
friend.
Year, and yet his snaps were down.
You're mentioning all these people that are way younger than your boy Jay. Way younger.
Production went up, and he's always been one of my favorite players. Just a relentless pass rusher.
Playing in his 181st career game now, number 3 all-time for the Eagles. I'm David Akers and Brian Dawkins. 2nd and 8. Pass caught by Godwin, and he's popped out of bounds with a first down, but a flag is down on the near side. Ineligible man downfield. That catch won't count.
Ineligible man downfield, offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
That's Matt Filer who took off too soon, and as the rain starts to fall here in Tampa, Florida, that catch is eliminated.
This game's going over. Possible. It's starting to rain.
Is backed up to the 22. 2nd and 13.
I know they called Matt Filer.
Caina, own a marketing company.
A few guys on that offensive line. He was the unlucky one that got chosen.
Down the middle, picked. Mayfield's first interception of the season.
Wow.
And it's Reed Blankenship doing the honors.
Throwing in that rain. Picked off.
Denied.
Well, it's a throw by Baker where he's just a touch late. It was the right idea. He sees the coverage, only he's a little late. Here's Blankenship. You're going to have Godwin coming in the middle. But Baker initially is looking this way. And as he looks that way, he's just late getting back to the middle. But
shout out to you, Majors. What we got to get?
Reading it the entire
we got to get Peanut Line 215 in here.
Great play on the ball.
10 toes down.
2nd career interception for Reed Blankenship, 1st of the year. And he sets up the Eagles for the
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
time.
Do you like the Bills? Of course, Bills Mafia.
Inside Tampa Bay territory.
Bills Mafia member.
At the 37. First turnover of the season for the Tampa Bay offense as Kenneth Gainwell.
Wow, first turnover of the season.
That's been their formula, Joe, through the first 2 weeks. Is it hasn't been real spectacular, but they've protected the ball on offense. They've not turned the ball over the first 2 weeks, and then on defense, they've gotten the takeaways. So a costly turnover there. They haven't gotten the takeaways defensively, but you know that's been kind of the thing about Baker. You ask yourself, how long could they sustain it? He's had a propensity to throw a lot of interceptions.
2 minutes left in the first half here in Tampa. The Eagles and the Buccaneers both 2-0. Philly having most of the fun in the first half. So Sirianni and Blankenship, they're up 7.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. 2nd and 4 for these Eagles after the pick. They'll be at the Tampa Bay 31. We come back from the 2-minute warning. Tampa Buccaneers says, can you tell Baker to stop selling, please? Tampa Buccaneers, how old are you? You don't got to give me the exact age, but just give me like around where you are. Because I feel like you're between 17 and 23. I'm fairly certain of that. Between 17 and 23. I'm pretty sure. Legendary says, hate the game, not the player. Rebecca says the refs should be consistent. They penalize the Bills for taunting after a pick. Tampa Bay Buccaneers says yes. See? Sirius says I use Prime every night to put myself out to Sanford and Son. Jason says now guess his weight. Well, he already confirmed that he's between 17 and 23, so I already knew that. But if I had to guess his weight, without even seeing him, I'm gonna say he's probably about 5'11", 6 foot, and he weighs about 160, 170. That's what I'm gonna go with. And if you want to play along, you can put your weight in the chat too, because we want to know that kind of stuff over here. How much do you weigh? Drop it in the chat. I want to see all the funny answers we get. Oh, man.
And look, Adam Schefter with his insider update.
We'll keep the women out of this one. I know how you guys do. We'll keep you guys out of this one. We're not going to guess the women's weight.
Might be able to get back to it. Mike Allstott, who was such a great player for the Bucks.
Do you think Josh Allen will get traded to the Bucks?
Throwing out beads.
2nd and 4.
2-minute warning break. Here's Hurts.
Hurts gets dragged down by his jersey.
By Logan Hall. And that brings up 3rd down. The Eagles lead by 7. They have 3rd down and short, and they get the ball to start the second half. This is a big possession for both sides.
That was a big stop by Logan Hall.
Here's the push sneak.
Ooh, he's going to be short.
Depends
They
on
may
where
give it to him. He's right on the line.
with the second effort,
Daniel, I got to say,
it's just
you bought
almost
Ben?
unstoppable.
I was going to say, if they didn't get it, it's one of the few times they didn't, and they're signaling they got it.
65?
You've got a 6'1",
67?
223-pound quarterback that squats
Somewhere around there?
pounds. They've run that play now 31 times and converted it into a first down 29 times.
The previous play is under further review.
And after initially signaling it's a first down, the call came from up above that they're going to look at it. That play, by the way, has been legal since 2005. They looked at a rule change.
Quick timeout, commercial break. So they're going to review and see if they actually got this first down. Timeout, commercial break. Daniel says 60. I knew it was right around that time frame. You had to be at least 65, somewhere around there. Shout out to you guys. Robert says 6 foot, 240. Okay. Shout out to you guys putting up the height and the weight. 5'8", 230. Okay. Father Time says he's 98 pounds, soaking wet. All right. Happy Face says 6'3", 304. Robert says 1,023 pounds. All right, Robert, we got to get you on that show, man. Gotta stick to it. Oh no! Not a stick to what you know comment on the Dallas Cowboys help video. Someone told me to stick to what I know. Oh, they're taking this thing serious. Some people are taking this thing serious. They're upset, ladies and gentlemen. They are upset because of In the Arms of an Angel. Quick timeout, commercial break. Score is 10-3 as we get through this quick review of the play. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Robert says, I eat too much traditional Italian food. Yeah, I love the pasta too, man. I love pasta, sauce, and I make a mean sauce too. Oh. Lasagna, spaghetti, goulash, Alfredo, you name it, man. I'm in. If it involves pasta and sauce, I'm there. I am there. Guy says, I was born the same date as Ja Rule. I wonder what he thinks about this game. Maybe we should ask him. Get his opinion. Forrest says we need a boat because the fans are crying a river. Crying a river.
In the field stands, first down.
Wow.
Please note, there is 10 seconds on the play clock. The clock will start on my ready for play signal.
So the push sneak works again. It's not really a sneak when everybody knows it's coming, but it's basically unstoppable.
Yeah, and if they hadn't gotten it there, they would have run it again and more than likely gotten it. I'm with you. I kind of thought that it would be banned this year. Not the greatest looking play, but it's effective.
Deep throw goes for the end zone, incomplete.
When we talked to
second and 10.
Head coach running the defense for Tampa Bay asked him about that play, and he said, I have a surefire way to stop it. Don't get in it. Yeah. Keep it 3rd and 3.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, defense, number 35. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Jamel Dean on that play is flagged for hands to the face. And here it is as he works against DeMonte Smith.
Jay, why do you keep saying wow? It would make a big play. Why? Why do you keep doing that?
Smith came off the line. He got a hold of the face mask. Good call.
Moves the ball to the 22. Blitz.
Good throw. That's picked off.
Intercepted by Devin White. And White out of bounds at the 45.
Wow. Wow. There's a wow for you.
Not a case
Mages.
Jalen Hurts and the receiver not
Hurts
being
throwing
on the
that big
same
pick.
page.
Yeah, that. And also Mike Green winning up front defensively to get into the face of Hurts right away to where he's not able to hold the ball any longer than he was.
Got maybe one play and then a field goal. One play and then a field goal.
Here he is out here. And as he comes off, you can see how he wins just right away. And he's immediately then in the face. But even with that, just a total miscommunication because Hurts still had time to see it. And you anticipate it, but he just felt like he was going to hook up.
Baker goes down.
Backing up and down he goes.
It's a loss of 8. Quick timeout.
We saw Devin White after the interception.
Jai says Jay said upstate New York diet.
He was questionable with a groin injury coming in.
That is without a doubt.
And here's the sack by the Eagles on the very next play from scrimmage.
Well, Jalen Carter takes the double team, and that allows then Fletcher Cox to have the one-on-one. So he working through that. Cox keeps playing, and they both meet at the quarterback. I mean, that's a heck of a tandem inside.
Ball comes out. And the recovery by the center, Robert Hainsey. Timeout taken by Tampa Bay, and that's a loss of 11. The sack by Fletcher Cox and Jalen Carter. Second and 21.
Snap, Baker. Quick throw.
Rashad White, he fumbled. Bradbury's got it for Philadelphia.
Big hit.
Jalen Carter
Fumble.
was out there and
Eagles recover.
And that rookie is
What's
a
up, Purple?
star in the making. And the offense for the Eagles comes right back after this.
Punched it out.
By Jalen Carter.
That's such a great job. It's just an effort play. And when good things happen around
Punched
the football.
it right out.
And for Jalen Carter, who we've already seen, who's battling his tail off
good defense,
along that
Philly.
defensive front to get to the quarterback, And then to be able to turn and run and make a play like that, knocking the ball loose, that's an outstanding play by Jalen Carter. Good for him.
Buccaneers 2 turnovers over their last 3 snaps. And now with 24 seconds left and 3 timeouts, a first down at the Tampa Bay 36. They hand to Gainwell. Timeout taken by the Eagles. Back to that play by Carter.
Yeah, just watch what he's doing, and he's trying to.
Is it possible for me to give Aaron Jones my hamstring because I really need him to play
and then
Thursday?
for him just to go and pursue.
Swap out hamstrings.
Is a great job. Just love seeing when
Sure to
guys
Hill
are
in
giving that
24
kind
hours.
of effort defensively.
Well, this is it's a 7-point game. We've seen a lot, and we're seeing the Eagles defense, I think, flex their muscles more than any other unit that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, and I think that, what we saw wasn't their best work over the first 2 weeks, but we knew it was only a matter of time before they start doing what we know they're capable of doing. I mean, they've got really good players on that side of the ball. As for Tampa Bay, they're doing the things that they just had not shown through the first 2 games of turning the ball over. And really in that situation, second and long, they're just trying to keep the clock running, force the Eagles to use some timeouts, punt the football, and play the field position game and get out of there without giving up any more points and only being down 1 score.
Not only have we seen the turnovers from the Bucs offense, but we've seen the ball not come out quick from Baker Mayfield, which he did over the first 2 games. Now 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. Izzy and shown blitz.
Yeah, and Hurts sees it, so he checks. Changing the play.
Buccaneers wanted a false start. A.J. Brown.
And they should have got it. What are they doing?
It looked like the right tackle, Lane Johnson, moved early.
It did to me, too, Joe, from here. I was looking for the flag. Right here.
I would say that's a false start.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down now, 3rd and 2 with 13 seconds left, 2 timeouts for the Eagles.
The previous play is under review.
So wait, are they going to
Previous
call the
play
false
is
start?
under
Like,
review?
are you kidding me? Obviously not, right?
We'll see what they're going to review. They can't review the false start.
Exactly.
Maybe whether the catch was in or out of bounds or something with the clock. John Perry is with us. John, what are they reviewing?
Yeah, I think it's the down by contact situation near the sideline. Is he in or is he out? And the reason they take a look at this, of course, is the clock.
You see the officials stop the game clock. And from where you sit, John Perry, as you watch these replays and the last hit by Levante David, should the clock continue to run or should that have stopped the game clock?
I like the ruling. It's not clear and obvious that the knee is down or anything else is down inbounds prior to that body part, the arm part going out of bounds as well. I don't think it's clear and obvious to flip it.
Well, they've got 2 timeouts, so it's not
Yeah, he got out of bounds.
a
so.
huge deal if they change it.
No, it's not. The question becomes with, 13 seconds as it is right now, 3rd and short. What is Todd Bowles going to do? Is he going to come after
Taylor
him?
says, are the refs the 3rd team on the
And,
field?
We
Yes.
all know that Elliott has a huge
Without a
leg.
doubt.
And, I mean, he can obviously they can lose a lot of yardage and still get a field goal. But do you risk coming after him and giving up a big play and giving up more than 3 points before the end of this half? I think that's what Bowles has to consider.
And Troy, if they go with that knee down, it's a 10-second runoff situation. So if they do put that knee down prior to the hand, they'll need a timeout to avoid the 10-second run out.
Which they have. They have 2. 13 seconds left. And we'll get the call from Adrian Hill.
After review, it was determined that the runner was tackled inbounds at the 28-yard line. Therefore, the clock would have run. The play ended with 15 seconds remaining. Philadelphia has elected to use their second timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. Timeout, Philadelphia.
So they'll have one left, and we go back to John Perry.
Yeah, really, really tight. You know, the rule is very specific. Is it clear and obvious that that knee is down prior to the elbow? The way I see it,
Yeah, it's a really weird
monitor,
review.
I would
I've
say
never
no,
seen
I'd stick with the officials
this kind of
ruling on
review
the field.
before.
So 15 seconds left.
3rd and
One
2.
timeout. And they actually get 2 extra seconds as a result of that review. The Eagles with 3 straight 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 2.
Hurts is going to run,
Picks it up.
and he gets 8
Tackled
yards.
at the 20 with 9 seconds left.
So 9
Timeout,
seconds to go.
Philadelphia, that's
1st
their
and 10.
last. As Izzian made the stop. How about before the half 2 Thursdays ago with Jake Elliott? After the Jefferson fumble, down the field they went, and Jake, who Nick Sirianni said, I just trust him so much, hit from 61 to tie his career long, which was initially set when he was a rookie in 2017 in a game-winning kick against the Giants in Philadelphia.
Well, Nick Sirianni has so much
Right,
confidence
yeah, they
in
couldn't
him when
call
I
back
asked
the
him,
false
just
start.
What exactly is his range? Do you feel comfortable with if before the end of a half or at the end of a game he says, I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to jinx it. So that's yet
1st
to
and
be
10,
done.
9 seconds. Pressure.
First down.
Hurts
Shot
throws.
toward the end zone and
Almost
broken up.
picked off.
Jamel Dean
Incomplete.
And A.J. Brown. And the Eagles, with 3 seconds left, bring the field goal unit on, and they try to turn that Rashad White fumble into 3 points.
Well, that was a risky throw because A.J. Brown's not in the end zone. So even if they complete it, they don't really get much out of it. And for a ball in the air that long, Jamel Dean, you know, had probably more of a chance on it than you'd like in that situation.
38-yard try for Elliott.
All right. Kick is up, and it's good.
He drills it.
10-point game,
This
13-3.
is a 10-point game at the half. Eagles get the ball to start the second half as we will take a break. Elliott.
All right, it's going to be a tough game for these Buccaneers if they can't figure something out on defense. 13-3 is the score. We're at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get a snack, get rehydrated, and I'll be back shortly. Shout out to you guys.
Well, here's the end of it, and take a look and see if he got it, and he got it. But Christian Izien, we've talked about him coming off the slot. He does, but when you come off the edge like this, you got to stay up on the upper shoulder. You're responsible then for contain. So he comes flat. It hurts, and it allows him to get out of the pocket rather than forcing him to throw it.
Here's Swift, and that's Levante David, who's been doing it for a long time. 169th start as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He took a pay cut to come back. And with regard to those two inside linebackers, Todd Bowles told us we go as they go. Levante David and Devin White.
Yeah, and talking with him, and he said Levante David was a war horse, you know, and he was very complimentary to both those linebackers, and anybody who's watched the Bucs over the years knows how much those two guys mean to them. And now they got to get Devin White signed.
2nd and 8. A.J. Brown turns, has a first down. Jamel Dean with the stop, but a gain of 11.
Yeah, Jamel Dean is playing really soft, and so you get one-on-one like that, just come right out and throw him the football. I think a lot of times when you watch offensive football in today's game, oftentimes it's overthought, I think, by offensive coordinators. And if you got a guy like A.J. Brown and you got a corner playing soft or one-on-one, let him run back there and throw the ball. Now you got Jamel Dean coming off the field
for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, once again, and you know, like you said earlier, they're thin without Carlton Davis. So this really hurts them in pass coverage.
D. Delaney comes back in. Meanwhile, A.J. Brown changed shoes at the half. On from kind of that neon green to black shoes on this natural surface, and a muggy night in Tampa, Florida. On first down, Goddard. Good effort. We'll see where they put it down. Close to first down yardage. Just short.
Well, they're lucky they didn't give up something bigger, because Tampa Bay went with a 3-man rush, and you saw all the time that Hurts had in the pocket. We're going to say he was down just short, but he was certainly looking down the field trying to get a bigger chunk.
Swift right up the gut. Tries the hurdle. It worked. Down near the 16. Went over Antoine Winfield, and what a carry.
Dang.
For
Streamlabs acting like the Cowboys right now.
Well, this is that inside zone.
Can't get right.
They just ran over and over.
All right, ladies, we're good. We're good. We are
really
back.
Good
that was
job
wild.
by Jason Kelce, and there's the hurdle.
So
he lands and keeps on
the
going.
soundboard crashed along with Streamlabs. So Ric Flair is gone for the moment.
Got 9.
He is down for right now.
Let's go back to the 26-yard carry by Swift.
Shout out to Sassy. What's going on with you?
You kind of hold your breath when a guy with the ball in his hands jumps in the air. But I go back to the trade that Howie Roseman made when Detroit picked up Jahmyr
2nd and
Gibbs
1
and made DeAndre Swift available. And he's done a heck of a job through 2 weeks that he's gotten the bulk of the carries. And there's a look at Howie Roseman.
Shout out to Alonzo for following Facebook. Thanks a lot, man.
Putting together this roster has been really
Shout out to you.
Christian Izien was slow to get off the field. Buccaneers have to use a timeout. We're back in 30 seconds after a word from T-Mobile.
Quick 30-second timeout. Yeah, the soundboard crashed, and I don't know how it was related, but Streamlabs wasn't working, so everything just like froze up. Luckily, I was able to just close it out, restart it, get it back going. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyways, we're all good to go. Score is 13-3. Eagles look like they're driving again at the Tampa Bay 7. It'll be 2nd and 1 after this quick timeout commercial break.
Second down and 1 for the Eagles. Saw Howie Roseman. What a job he's done building this roster. Great field blending veteran players with young players.
Quick shout out to you, Eric. Thanks a lot, man.
Agents. Good a roster as there is. Here's Swift.
Swift spins. He gets picked up.
First down yardage, it appears, knocked backward after after he picked up the line to gain by Winfield. But they're going to measure.
Yeah, Delaney turns him inside, and Winfield's there to finish him off. But, you know, looks like they're going to come out and maybe measure this, maybe not. Yeah, they're going to come out and measure it. But you look at this game right now, Joe, a 13-3 game, and you say it feels like
they're going to call this
Tampa
first and
Bay
goal.
doesn't at least hold them to a field goal here. It's going to be pretty tough sledding offensively for them. It's a big series.
First down.
There it is.
And goal.
First and goal.
Brian Johnson, first-year coordinator. Last 2 years, the quarterback's coach.
Much
Was a
love.
quarterback in Utah. Actually,
Alexa
played
says rooting for the Rams. Yeah, I had the Rams in that game too.
Dad, as a kid in high
had the
school,
Rams
as
for
a
the W.
15-year-old, and he first met Jalen Hurts when Jalen, he said, was about 4 or 5 years old. So they have the relationship, now trying to get into a flow, a rhythm, calling plays in live action. Shane Steichen became head coach of the Colts. Here's Swift down near the 1.
Well, you look at what the Eagles were able to do the first 2 weeks. Against New England, they were 1 for 2 in the red zone. Did a nice job. Last week against Minnesota, they were 3 for 4, 0 for 2 tonight. And this is a big one here. That was a good first down play. Can they punch it in?
Hurts throws, pass off
Too high, incomplete.
It was there. Catch not made. Third and goal.
That was a ball
By the time, yeah, man. You know, that's the only thing, like, when things go down and you hope that people don't take off, but shout out to you guys for being loyal.
Higher than what he would have liked, but just a little bit missed time there by A.J. Brown. Now here they go.
The push sneak.
Push the pile, and
Hurts.
I don't think he got it.
Didn't get it.
I think it'll be fourth and goal.
They try and will likely try again.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if they don't come back and run the exact same play. However many people this stadium holds, they're all expecting the same thing again, too.
And they'll go for it. Touchdown. Philly.
No signal.
Hurts up the middle.
He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
19-3. Buccaneers need to do something. They do. They're not doing nothing.
Kelce back up to his feet. The 35-year-old, 5-time Pro Bowl, and just a leader, an anchor, beloved by Eagles fans, is the one that Hurts follows.
Well, look at the linemen, how low they go. And they just dive in there at the legs of the defensive lineman, and low man
I got to
generally
back up for you,
wins,
Daniel.
and you've got to try to get underneath that, and then you've got the push from behind. And it's just a lot of activity going on with the quarterback. That
Extra point is up. It's good. Scores 20-3.
That was a 13-play touchdown drive to open the half. Put together by Brian Johnson, Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles offense.
Said Tampa needs Tommy back. Somebody get Tommy Brady on the horn. Scores 20-3, 9 minutes, 12 seconds left in the third quarter as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. Man, are these Buccaneers going to do anything? Anything on this next drive? We'll see. Timeout. Commercial break. Try refreshing text 713. Try refreshing, bro. Should be good to go. Shout out to Jeff. Devil stuffed Oreos and a glass of ice cold milk. Ice cold milk. Johnny Southside. Johnny, are you serious? Because that's kind of crazy, bro. Johnny says, Jay, my Samsung 2023 72-inch QLED, that's an expensive TV, that I watch all my games on, wall-mounted, slammed to the floor about 2 hours ago, destroyed the TV in some hardwood floor, professionally mounted by Geek Squad. I'm not sure if they have some kind of warranty for their installs, but I would definitely look over your receipt. I would definitely look over whatever I can, because that sounds absolutely ridiculous, and they should be held fully responsible for that if your TV fell off the wall after they had mounted it. So yeah, definitely look at your contract, your receipt, or whatever, because that's serious, man. All jokes aside.
Their Eagles on top. Next week, the Seahawks head to MetLife to square off against the Giants at 8 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. Peyton and Eli.
Oh, okay. It'll take a week or two.
too.
Well, good. As long as they're fixing it, man. That's what's most important. Like, your TV shouldn't be on the ground. It seems like they didn't make sure that it was screwed into the stud,
From the 25.
which is ridiculous.
Rashad White, they're going to stick with the ground game as long as they
Terrible
can.
job on Geek Squad.
Yeah, they go with.
So you should have called Jay. I would have came out with the stud finder. I would have made sure that you had the 4-inch screws.
And I think Dave Canales,
impact drill.
Understands that,
And that thing would have been up there like it was cemented in, sir.
At some point,
you got to call the right people for the right job.
When you see what's happened in that first half,
try to make a joke out of it, but I hope that
not been able to do
it works
is really
out for
get
you,
this
man.
guy right here going, and that's Mike Evans. He just has 2 catches for 13 yards, but to do that, you got to protect him, and I think that's why.
Here's a rollout for you.
Good
Mayfield
throw. It's going to be caught. First down. Bucks.
As he hits the rookie Trey Palmer, and you were looking for a little more of that.
Yeah, just to take a little bit of pressure off of Baker, but also this offensive line. So a good design there. They bring Otten in, and he then secures the edge to allow Baker to you see how
Bingo Money says Jay does everything.
So that he can just pin his
Jack
guy
of all
down
trades.
inside
Master of some.
Get him out on the edge and makes a
Master
nice
of
throw.
some. 1st and 10 for these Bucks. Handoff. Nice jump cut. 3 yards for White.
He got 3.
Well, this run game is tough, and it is hard. Hats off to Dave Canales to be able to stick with it when you're not running the ball, because it's hard for a play caller to do that, and yet he's done it. And after not having a run game really to speak of for the last 3 years, one of the reasons why Canales was brought in was his background in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the philosophy of running the football. And at Todd Bowles' core as a defensive coach, that's what he wants to do.
Fake toss. Here's Mayfield
Good
to his
throw
right.
too high.
And Evans cannot secure the catch.
Incomplete.
Going
3rd
out
and
of
7.
bounds. As the rain picks up a bit in
Ten
intensity.
Buccaneers. Do you think the Bills will win the
there,
Super Bowl?
but no
Yes,
catch.
I do.
Yeah, that's a couple balls now tonight.
Yes,
and
I do.
And Mike Evans, we've seen him catch. You see the rain coming down, so that's certainly a factor, but pretty good thrown ball by Baker.
Shout out to Jared Anderson. So I watched game coverage for my Seahawks provided by a drunken buffoon who begs for super chat.
3rd down and 7.
Appreciate this man for the quality coverage he provides. A class act for sure. Shout out to you, Jared. We don't beg for anything over here. If people want to support the channel, they are free to do so. But we are not begging for anything.
Mayfield steps through trouble. Airs it
Mayfield
out for
throws
Evans,
deep.
and it's not there.
Incomplete. You know, that's tough.
Just willing to
You know,
take
without
a
a doubt,
shot
I want to provide a good
downfield. Evans
experience,
through
family
coverage.
friendly.
Double
But
coverage.
yeah, we're not begging
and
for
the rookie
stuff, man.
Nolan Smith had
No.
pressure on Baker Mayfield and
It's
delivered a
terrible.
hit. Mayfield
I mean, you might as well just be on the corner with the
banged
cup in
up,
your hand
going
at that
back to the
point.
sideline.
Well, there's Nolan Smith.
You know?
You can see how this field opens up. There really wasn't much of a shot down the field, but when Baker breaks the middle, I think he could have definitely ran and got that first down, but he thought he had something, but the safety was deep. I think he was just taking a chance more than anything.
another
but he
punt.
definitely could have picked it up with his feet.
Fair catch by Covey.
Fair catch at the 13 for the Eagles.
Mayfield got hit. Was grimacing on his way back to the bench, and it's the rookie, their second first-round pick from this most recent draft, Nolan Smith.
I just couldn't imagine. 20-3, 6:59 left on the clock in the third quarter, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. You know, there's a few channels like that. You know, hidden tactics. They're scamming their own members for memorabilia. They had like a super chat auction or whatever it was on one of these channels, and I was reading about it, and I was so disgusted. I was like, wow. You know, and people are thinking that they're getting entered in some kind of drawing when they send in super chats, and it's, you know, it's sad, you know. But listen, there's dark places everywhere, especially on the YouTube. You know, you can go down the wrong rabbit hole without a doubt. But like I said, over here we keep it family friendly. We keep it positive, and I always want to have a good time, you know. I started this with the love of sports, and I will continue this for the love of sports, because if it was about the money, Jay would not be here, without a doubt. Jay would not be here if it was just about the money. So I'm not denying the fact that there's money involved, but I would not be here if it was just about the money. Eric says they should give you a new TV and have someone else mounted on the wall. Yo. Hey, Best Buy, I need a new TV, and I'm going to get someone else to put it up for you guys, without a doubt. Shout out to you, Purple. I'm a champ. You already know, man. Let's go. Hawkins. All right, we're in a quick timeout commercial break. 6:59 left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the votes go, 388 votes, 66% for your Eagles, holding it down. Tampa Buccaneers says, do you like the Cowboys? I mean, they're all right. You know, I just got an issue with some of their fans. Some of them. I love a couple Cowboys fans, but a lot of those Cowboys fans, you know, they got some splaining to do for their actions. Johnny says, Jay, we got them Dolphins next. What's your thoughts? We're ready. We're ready. I'm sick of everybody talking about how scared they are about the Dolphins because they beat the Broncos 70-20, which in reality they won by 50. All right, so they put up 70 points. Once again, it's the Broncos. We will be fine. We'll be fine.
Breaking tackles with the rain falling and picking up 8 as the Eagles get it back, leading by 17.
That might be my favorite run of his for the night. I mean, he's had so many open holes, and we all know how explosive he is and how he can hit a hole. But to be able to run with toughness and keep his pad level down and just move people and break tackles, man, that is really something. He's been fun to watch these last 2 weeks.
Shout out to Daniel. I'll supervise the install with the hood on. I'll make sure they get it right.
Up to the task. Devin
Without a
White
doubt.
was in there with
least favorite
William
NFL
Golston,
teams?
who's been
Least
Mr. Steady
favorite?
for this defense over the years for top balls. 3rd down and 1.
I got to go Commanders just because they have no identity right now.
William Golston,
And,
as much as he's done over the years, he's a guy nobody really talks a lot
Texans?
about, but he's been a good player.
There it is again. The snap, and the first down.
Easy push. First down. Eagles. They're going to change that rule because I guarantee you they're going to change that push rule. By next year, they're going to change that push rule.
The NFL London games kick off this weekend exclusively on ESPN+. Falcons and Jaguars at historic Wembley Stadium.
Oh, that's this Sunday?
9:30 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. Don't forget, the game will also be played
as
part of Toy Story Fun Day Football on Disney+.
Benji, yeah, man.
ESPN+, Disney+. First down, Philadelphia. Hurts.
Russell, favorite team, Bills Mafia.
Missed a catch earlier in the ball game, gets 6 here, and that's his first catch of the season.
Yeah, you come out, you get the ball, and you run it 3 times, and you pick up the first down, and you come back off of that, and trying to get pressure on Hurts. He gets outside the pocket, he finds his guy, and they just can come at you in so many ways. And even, you know, they're continuing to run the ball, but it still feels like the passing game. And I know the conditions aren't such conducive to throwing the ball either, but you know, this passing game is only going to get better. 2nd and 4. And it's the best of both worlds. No matter what a defense does, they don't really have an answer for it.
Handoff, Swift, nice hole. He's gone. Big run, 29 yards. First down. What's up, Duella? Jay, they going to the bowl. Let's go.
And he's doing it again tonight. Meanwhile, back way behind the play, Landon Dickerson, the outstanding.
Listen, I hope your TVs are attached to studs. That's the only way they need to be up.
And the trainer's out to check on him. Here's the play by Swift.
Well, Landon Dickerson, you're going to see the hit that he puts out there on the edge that really kind of sprung him. But that's where he got hurt, was making that big block that allowed Swift to get inside.
How do you feel about Travis, Kelce, and Taylor Swift?
We'll take a break. First down, Philadelphia.
Like, I'm really confused by this kind of question, though. And not just you, Tampa Buccaneers, but like, how am I supposed to feel about another man's relationship? Like, we got to take a minute to do this commercial break. How am I supposed to feel? It's just weird. How do you feel about Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston? Right? That was a weird question, right? See? See how that sounded? Oh. Oh, man. Legendary, I didn't speak ill. What did I say that was wrong? Yeah, how do you feel about Beyonce and Jay-Z? The reason why I say that is because I think we focus a lot on entertainers and like their personal lives, and you know, just focus on Travis Kelce, the athlete, you know, and Taylor Swift, the music artist. Shout out to you, Jeff. That's all I'm saying.
Hung by Landon Dickerson, who is now in the blue medical tent. Sua Opeta takes over at guard. Goddard threw a nice block on that run as well. Hurts has all day.
Shout out to Sassy.
Looking for Smith.
She says the DMs are open for the right individual. As Hurts gets picked off.
Did he get both feet down? If he did, that is some interception at the 1. Delaney in for the injured Dean, and let's see that he got both feet down.
Yeah, 1.
Right foot,
2.
left foot.
Sure does.
What a
pick.
catch. Did he secure the ball going to the ground?
Well, it sure looks like he maintains possession as he goes to the ground. Just tremendous. That's an interception in my book. It's great makeup speed by Delaney, who's in the game because of the injury to Jamel Dean. And Antoine Winfield, you got to try to fit that ball in perfectly. But D. Delaney, he comes across and makes a big-time play.
Ball spinning in his arms. He's able to stop the spin, cradle it, and go to the ground. But it's a turnover, so they'll look at it and make sure the catch is good.
And assuming it is good, I mean, as tough as that catch was, an interception to make, the task gets even tougher for this offense to get the ball off the goal line. Because they're on about the 1-foot line right now.
Let's check in with Lisa real fast. Lisa.
Hey guys, yeah, Jamel Dean is still back in the Bucs locker room. They're calling it a shoulder injury. His return questionable.
Number 64 is reporting eligible. Number 64 is reporting eligible.
So the ruling is confirmed, and Aaron Stinney, 64, comes in as an eligible receiver. Extra size up front for the Bucs.
I kind of like a shot here. They're not going to do it. They're just going to try to get
Ric Flair's down right now.
Handoff to White, did not get out.
Are you kidding me?
Nicholas Morrow got through.
All that for a safety?
For this Philly defense. And Rachaad White wasn't close to getting
Unbelievable.
out.
Well, Nicholas Morrow, he just hits it, and he gets right in there. You can see the job that he does. There's just nobody able to pick him up. He makes a play, but it's also it's not just Morrow. It's that defensive front that's also getting the push. They're playing on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage and just nowhere to run.
Why not go for like a quick slant just to get yourself out of that situation?
And a lot of times, that's what I was saying, when they had the receiver out wide, I thought they might just try to take a shot down the field. A lot of times you'll get that one-on-one matchup. Sirianni obviously likes it. You know, take a go ball.
People are saying you're jealous. Is it true? Jealous of what?
It's tough sledding down there to try to run.
Jealous
the
of
ball
what?
Off the goal line.
What are we talking about?
Some teams. But it's hard for Tampa no matter where they are on the field, but especially when that's what everyone's anticipating.
Nick Morrow, who calls the defense playing for the injured Nakobe Dean, out with a right foot injury on IR. And Morrow's played great. What a punt by Camarda. Drives Covey back inside the 5.
Good space. He'll get to the 33.
There's a flag down way back at the 25 of the Buccaneers.
Think Britton Covey's having a night? Yeah.
Strange play.
He's got one fair catch, but any time he has a chance to return something, he is doing it. And doing it well. Here's a call.
Travis and Taylor. Does that even? No, not yet, Bob.
Against the kicking team, number 38. That 5-yard
why would I be
penalty
jealous of
advantage
Travis and Taylor?
First down.
So they get the good return.
Why?
After the big punt by Camarda.
I need a real reason why.
And then add 5 yards to
I'd be
the
jealous of anybody, especially Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Let me know.
Hurts coming off the interception.
Weird conversation
led
tonight.
to 2 points for
Weird.
Philadelphia. Starting at the 37. They hand to Swift. In a gain of 5.
Shout out to
Eagles
Force and
offense
Duke.
has plenty of toys. We've been talking about Toy Story all night. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, 9 career games with 2+ rushing touchdowns, second most all time by a quarterback. Cam Newton has the most. And since Hurts became the starter, Eagles have 66 rush touchdowns 15 more than any other team. Don't miss Toy Story Fun Day Football this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on Disney+. Here is Swift who gets another Eagles first down.
Well, this was a Tampa
6 yards,
defense
first and 10.
for several years. When Todd Bowles came to Tampa as defensive coordinator, you were not going to run the ball against them. The last couple of years,
what do you think about Suge Knight and Tupac?
But not like they had been. And then this year, through 2 games, they were really good again. But we knew tonight was going to be the test. And this drive in particular, everyone in the stadium knows the Eagles are going to run the football.
Yeah, no comment on that one either.
5 yards on first down, hand it off again.
Let the man rest.
On second down, a new set of downs. Brian Johnson, I think I'd just keep running it until they prove that they can stop it.
That's what happened 2 Thursdays ago against the Vikings. Swift breaking tackles. You saw that stat. 11 rush first downs for the Eagles in this game, 0 for the Buccaneers. That's how good the Eagles are at running it and how good that defensive front is at stopping it.
Well, and I think that you have to then, considering how poorly Tampa's running the ball and how poorly they ran it, even last year, and what Tom Brady then had to take on. And they didn't get sacked. The offensive line didn't play particularly well. And it was a
second
big
and 10
load on Tom Brady's shoulders to get them to where they got last year.
Big throw, it's caught. A.J. Brown, he's got space.
And knocked out at the 25.
As he gets to the 26.
Delaney had the interception.
First
that
down.
Time could not bring down A.J. Brown. A completion of 26.
Yeah, well, once A.J. Brown, once he gets the ball in his hands, he's like trying to tackle a running back, a power back, too.
That is not how that happened, Michael.
He's a 220-pound wide receiver, and he's outstanding once he has the ball in his hands.
Set the franchise record.
I feel like they're going to be able to milk Tupac for like the next 50 years.
1,496 receiving yards, 88 catches.
Without a doubt. At least. They got another 50 years of milking Tupac before it doesn't matter anymore.
Hurts. Goddard. Can't break free from Levante David, but picks up 5.
You know, this is a game right now here as we wind down this third quarter into the fourth quarter for Brian Johnson. And, you know, he's getting the feel for everything as well, you know, and how he wants to call things. And
what happened to the Bengals?
For him to have that entire call sheet
and have
the lead that he has and the way that they've dominated the line of scrimmage and ran the football, I mean, they can work on a lot of stuff and feel pretty comfortable about doing it.
Second and 5. Brown stops. Reverses,
Brown has been eating this entire game. And I'm not talking about food.
Stopped at the 6. And that's it for the first 3 quarters here in Tampa, Florida. A game dominated by the Philadelphia Eagles, leading 22-3.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Scores 22-3. As we get to the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and goal for the Eagles at the 6. And this thing is looking real bad. Real bad. Ryan says Eagles run game is that whole offense. If you can stop it, you win. Easy as that. No, they're doing great as far as the pass too, man. We can't forget about that. They're doing great as far as the pass. Run is amazing. But at the same time, Tampa Bay's defense is just not up to par. They're not ready. They're not ready. So, Eagles doing Eagles things. Timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to Kelly. Come on, Tampa. Yes. Not good. Not good. Michael H., they paid him $270 million. They got to get their money's worth. No, they paid him all that money. You get out there and ball with a broken leg. Get out there and go play. We gave you $300 million. Go play. We don't care about that broken leg. We don't need it to heal. Figure it out.
Victory over the Bears. Immediately after, he blew a kiss to the sky for his daughter. Barrett says he loves talking about Araya and
yeah, I mean, you know, even
season to her. The more good things I
obviously
do,
with the run game, you even got you got Gainwell, you got Goddard over there. There's so many different targets that Hurts can use and different schemes that the Eagles can play, and that's the biggest issue. And obviously Tampa Bay's defense is not ready.
Unable to stop crying before their Week 1 game.
Shout out to Maddie T coming through with the $2 donation. Shout out to you, Maddie T. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the $2 donation. Much appreciated.
On first down, Brown
touchdown was dropped
just to finish
by Brown.
Shaquille and his wife Jordana have 3 other kids they're expecting again in February. Another little girl, already named her Alana. On the field, coming back from a torn Achilles he suffered midway through last year, and he's been
take it up before you burn it
in his recovery, as well as dealing with
Russell.
The loss of his daughter.
Yeah, you can't even imagine. Cannot imagine how heavy his heart is to try to go out and play football.
2nd and goal now. Gainwell.
Handoff, Gainwell fighting. He's going to be just short.
To the 2.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
Pretty good, tough running right there. You know, you watch this, Joe, and there's a lot of ways that you can dominate a football game. We certainly witnessed one yesterday.
Russell Bryan Johnson.
The Miami Dolphins and putting 70 points up on the Denver Broncos. But we're watching one here tonight as well. When you consider that the Eagles, I mean, they have over 400 yards of offense. And their defense has held Tampa Bay to under 100 yards in this game. I mean, they've dominated in the trenches, which is where they've been built throughout the night.
They back out, and
Hurts is going to go down.
And gets sacked. They were going to try to throw it after faking that push sneak and then backing out of there. Jalen Hurts tripped. A loss of 6 on what will go down as a sack for Levante David.
I think that's one I would have kept in my bag for at least another week. You know, with the game the way that it is, I don't know that I would have shown that one. Especially since it didn't work.
Field goal coming up for these Eagles. Just tacking on the points.
26-yard try by Elliott.
As Ghost says, Baker has held the Bucs to under 100 yards.
22-point game.
Yeah, Swift is great, without a doubt. Hey, so my question is, are we going to let Kyle Trask play? Are we going to let him play? No? Not at all? We're just going to let Baker keep going in there and not do anything? All right. That's fine. Well, that's what I'm saying. Let the kid play. We obviously know what Baker can do for 3 quarters. Why not try something else? Legendary, me too. I got a bunch of Trask rated rookies and a couple RPAs. Garbage. It's all garbage. You know who's not garbage though? This guy right here. But that's a base. I got to pull out the good stuff. Switch to the Bengals versus Rams. Yeah. It's up to you guys. Well, not really. We gotta wrap this one up. They're playing slow over there. It's not even halftime yet. Which is weird because the game was only an hour behind.
Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. They play down there between the hedges. Georgia Bulldog. Nolan Smith made a play, delivered a hit on Baker Mayfield. They were helpful with the sack that Nicholas Morrow was credited with. Georgia Bulldogs, the top team in the country at 4-0. And
Howie Roseman will be drafting a few more from there next year.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? That's right. Used to be Alabama, still is, but a lot of great players coming out of Georgia.
I got
for
you,
sure.
Lexus.
The last two drafts, Carter Smith, Ringo Davis, Nakobe Dean. Ringo is a defensive back. Nakobe Dean, when he's healthy, calling the defense in the middle at the linebacker level for Sean Desai.
Well, to get Jalen Carter 9th overall, a guy who throughout much of the draft process was being talked about as being the first overall pick.
Here's Evans. They finally connect. He and Baker Mayfield dropped in perfectly, and Mike Evans has 24.
And just to finish up, Joe,
Yeah,
you've got Fletcher Cox, who is in his 12th year. And how many more years is he going to be able to play? Last year they drafted Jordan Davis. As I said earlier, he's having a phenomenal year through 3 weeks. And then Jalen Carter, he's done a lot of great things. And so, teams around the league, especially with the NFC East and quarterbacks in particular, are saying, well, this isn't going to end anytime soon. The pressure that they're putting on people.
Blitz coming.
Throw. What a catch. In the air, being carried, brought it down.
Blankenship all over him. 22 yards.
Well, when you get into games like this, these are the types of plays, it's a great catch, that someone has to be able to come up and make this type of play, and they've been hoping that Evans would make it prior to now, but boy, at a time when they really needed it, he went up the ladder and got it.
First and
4
10.
catches, 59 yards for Mike Evans. Rashad White as they mix a run back in. Good one, too. That is going to be their first rushing first down of the night. Got a good block from 88 Cade Otten, who's doing a little bit of everything. And as you said, underrated probably around the NFL.
Yeah, I know coming into this game, he had taken every offensive snap except a handful and just doing a lot more than he had done in the past. And I liked him before, and I liked what his role is now and the way he's been able to live up to it.
3 straight first downs for the Buccaneers, and that out on the edge is caught by Devin Tompkins, second-year pro from Utah State.
What was all this offense in the beginning of the game? Anybody know?
Yeah, Devin Tompkins.
Where was all this offense at the beginning of the game? All the running.
Good speed, and
they just completely abandoned the running game. Went with the passing
game.
game.
Rookie, and if they could get the ball, they want to get the ball into Tompkins' hands as much as possible, preferably when he can catch it and run. He's pretty dynamic once he has it. No Evans or Godwin on the field right now.
And so they run it with Rashad White, who's a yard short of a first down. Milton Williams.
American Bandstand.
Depth up front for the Eagles. And if the Buccaneers had that push sneak they might use it right here.
Yeah, I think Tampa might have gotten away with one. It looked to me, Joe, like
Anybody still got any old tape, the
rookie
Soul
was
Train on it?
talking about number 10 up here. It looked like he moved just a little bit, flinched, and they didn't get it. It's the last thing Tampa needed.
3rd and short 1. Godwin out of bounds inside the 1. 1st and goal as he worked against Josh Jobe.
Yeah, Josh Jobe, I talked about some of the off coverage that the Eagles like, but he normally plays press coverage. That's what he's most comfortable doing. I was surprised down here near the goal line. Tampa gets right back on the ball.
1st and goal.
Mayfield floats it out of the reach of Evans.
Well, you'd like to think, wouldn't you? I mean, I understand going up and giving your guy a chance. At Evans' height,
you would think he'd be able to run for 1 yard.
Obviously a red zone threat, but
1 yard.
You'd sure like to think you can hand it off 3 times here and get it in, preferably once.
Wow, look at that. He agreed.
I'd take a page out of the Eagles playbook. I know Baker's not Hurts, but let's get a bunch of people behind him and move the pile, for crying out loud.
Get Allstott down there. That's not going to work. Rashad White back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Paging Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott, please report to the goal line.
Hey,
right? Can we get somebody in here? Can we get Fournette?
Are listening? They know he'd get it in.
Can Fournette get it in? Can somebody score? 1 yard?
Listed as a fullback.
You need 1 yard.
He was anything but.
It's 3rd down and goal. Evans
and then he's got to throw.
Touchdown Evans.
Wow.
As he was one-on-one against Darius Slay. And the first touchdown of the night for Tampa Bay.
Even this throw, Evans almost doesn't go flat enough. He leaks up the field and made this a much more challenged reception than it probably needed to be. If he stays flatter, he gets the separation. But, now Tampa going for 2.
Remember, we had a safety in this game, so this to make it a 14-point game. Mayfield looked right and found his target.
Get the 2-point conversion, okay.
2-point try is good.
I don't know how much it matters, but
this is a 14-point game.
9 minutes, 14-point game.
Young season for Mayfield and the Bucs. Mike Evans.
Wow, the cheerleaders didn't even sound excited.
One-handed grab to help get him close.
Why? Like, why? You know it's bad when your cheerleaders don't even sound like excited. She's like shaking the pom-pom. No excitement. Go Bucks. What? Are they getting paid good money? What is going on? 9:22 left in the 4th quarter. Score is 25-11. 14-point game. Quick shout out to Jeff King. Says, I noticed you guys follow trading cards. When I was in the yeah. Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Jeff, that's wild, man. That is absolutely wild. Time out, commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Jeff, you get me sometimes. I'll be like, I have to stop reading because I'm like, well, that's not family friendly. We got to save that for another time. Another time. Jeff, I almost did. I almost did. But when I seen the 2 names at the end, I was like, yeah, I can't do it. I glanced at the 2 names and I was like, oh, he went there with that. All right. And if you don't know who those guys are, then you probably shouldn't Google it either. Shouldn't Google
Offense, which finally got something clicking last time they had it.
Yeah, that was the drive they had to have. I mean,
What you mean, Daniel? My man Daniel,
drive, and now at least
Mr. Generator himself.
a little urgency for Philadelphia.
Shout out to you, man.
Well, the headlines, we'll pick a few. There were many. The one on the left, hide your eyes, Sean Payton. Most points by any team in a single game since 1966. Brock Purdy is just phenomenal. 8-0 as a starting quarterback in the regular season. As the 49ers start 3-0, and the Cowboys went out to the desert and came up empty, and the defense didn't really do much of anything against Josh Dobbs. And you have to feel good for Josh Dobbs, who's been out of the while and finally getting a chance as the everyday starter.
Arizona played
First
the game
and 10.
you have to play against Dallas. You have to be physical, and you have to be able to run the football.
Here is Gainwell, and David comes
Gainwell
crashing
gets
down
wrapped
to make
up
the
for a
stop
yard.
after
Second
gain
and
of
9.
1.
You know, you talk about Brock Purdy, and man, he has been fun to watch. You know, my offensive coordinator at UCLA, Steve Axman, was his high school football coach, and so I know he was well coached in high school, and I also know he is being well coached in San Francisco. But
Chad just took a turn for the
him
worst.
to come in and show the poise that he has and deliver the football, and I've always said, you've heard me say it a lot, that you got to make good decisions and throw the ball accurately.
Timo, you
And
should have
he's in a
stayed
system
over
that
here,
allows
man.
him to do that, and he's
You don't need that
fun.
heartache in your life. I already told you what's going to happen.
Second and 9 over the middle.
As
Nice throw and
Goddard
catch
gets
as
the
Goddard
first down
gets
for
the
these
first
Eagles.
down, working against Ryan Neal, gain of 11.
Yeah, you just don't want to give up the inside like that if you're Ryan Neal, and Goddard gets a pretty clean release from him. And I do like Ryan Neal from what I've seen of him and the way in which he plays. He was with Seattle. They're able to bring him here to Tampa Bay. They lost some safeties, and overall he's played good football so far.
Yeah, the former Seahawk. We'll see Seattle a week from tonight at the Giants.
First and 10.
Should be a good matchup. Seahawks putting up points. 35-plus points, back-to-back games for them, coming off a win over Carolina.
Wow,
As
gets
Gainwell
tripped
is
up.
tripped up by Derek Pitts.
6 yards on the run, second and
Pitts
4.
doesn't make that shoestring tackle. Swift
Trying to run this clock
is
down.
off for a 55, 60-yard touchdown. This is really, really close. I mean, right there, there's nobody there after that. And he would have been having himself 200, knocking on the door anyway, of 200 yards.
Brings up second and 3.
Problem solved, Daniel.
A yard short.
Problem
I mean,
solved.
they've got Gainwell, who comes off the bench. Swift,
You're good to
another
go.
monster game. And they have Rashad Penny, who's standing over there. Going,
Bob's
hey,
J, does
I
the
was a
donation money
27th
cover
overall
coffee
pick by the
tables?
Seahawks in 2018. I know I've had injury trouble, but when he's been healthy,
Oh, man. John
He's
says,
been
Jay, do you wear
alone.
watches?
Yeah, that's
And if
been
you
the
do,
issue
you
with
collect,
him.
and what is your favorite
I know
itself?
the injury to Boston Scott, and he was another guy in
we
that
got
stable that
a few timepieces
had some
around.
skill sets of got to change of pace.
Submariner's my
quickness,
favorite.
come out of the backfield, catch
One
the
day I hope
ball.
to get a Daytona. I would love one of those.
no push here from Philadelphia.
One day.
Timeout by Nick
One day.
Sirianni on the sideline. Third down and 1 when we come back. Important down. 6:20.
Quick timeout, commercial break. Timo says he wears his Rugrats watch from McDonald's. That is not true. Timo actually had the Hublot before Jay-Z did. He was wearing like $200,000 watches way before Jay-Z even mentioned it. So I don't know what he's talking about. Timo has the most money on the channel, but he's also sent the least amount of super chats. I'm assuming that's why he's a billionaire, because he's really stingy. But he's got the Bugatti, he's got the Hublot watches, he's got a couple mansions out there in Spain. So when he's making jokes about Rugrats watches and stuff like that, he's completely just joking around, ladies and gentlemen. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right. Switch to the Bengals game. I am not. Unfortunately. I'm not. Timo says the city officials had to ban me from wearing it. It was blinding oncoming traffic. He was like, these VVS's are just blinding them. They can't see when I drive past in my orange Bugatti. 3rd and 1 at the Eagles 46. Scores 25-11. 6 minutes, 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny says, I'm rocking the Casio Databank. Yeah, Casio used to be a big name. Duke says, people still wear watches? Yeah, Duke, where you at, man? What's going on with you? Without a doubt. People still wearing watches? But watches now, they just took a little dive. They were the thing like a year ago as far as like for investing. They took a little dive, but they'll be back. But, depending on what kind of watch you have, it's without a doubt an investment for the future, and it's going to be worth more than what you buy it for as long as you take care of it. And it's of value when you purchase it. Always dropping gems for you guys. Always dropping gems for you guys. Some of you pay attention, some of you don't. But I'm sure the ones that do are the ones that figure it out. Next giveaway? Yeah, soon. We're hoping that things should be corrected here by October here as far as the numbers, and then we'll have have our giveaway. I got a couple planned. Still got a couple jerseys I need to give away, but things just have to be right. Jeff says, damn, I hate to age myself, but I still have a pocket watch. Hey, listen, I've got a couple pocket watches. Antiques. Sitting around aging. There's nothing wrong with that. Wiggins says, nice watches short. Kevin Samuel suggests watches to add to your look. Of course.
Derek Brooks and John Lynch, who are also in the Hall of Fame, they overshadowed a lot of people. And Rondé was overshadowed for years, but now he's getting his due.
Well, his
replica 1920s Heritage watch, and it lines up.
Halftime speech, Rondé Barber and Baker Mayfield came
Shout out
in with
to Kesson, yeah,
Rondé's jersey tonight prior to this game. Was great.
Anybody remember
Barber
the movie Life?
Thanked the Eagle fans
Martin
for coming
Lawrence
down. At that point,
Eddie
it was
Murphy?
easily the biggest play in franchise history, that 92-yard pick
This
six
ain't my
in
daddy's
Philadelphia
watch.
in the 0-2 championship game. The end of the vet had sent the Bucs to Super Bowl 37 and a win over
2nd and 13.
the Raiders in San Diego, 48-21 to win the Lombardi Trophy. 2nd down and 13 after that play.
Deep throw, incomplete, no flags.
Devin White go to the ground. So did that pass. And it's 3rd down and 13.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete pass.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
Right idea, because when they split Gainwell out wide, Devin White then went out to cover him, and so they knew that they had a matchup, even though Devin White
he
can
it.
run too. But there was no hesitation on Hurts's part as to where he wanted to go with the ball.
That ball hit the ground.
Just not able to get it out there.
Incomplete.
So really any hope
say little clock.
for the Bucs to come back in this game any further rests with making a stop.
3rd and 13.
Well, they're one-on-one up
Yeah, rest in
top
peace to
with
Bernie
A.J.
Mac.
Brown.
Extra men on the rush. Quick throw. Pass
Quick
caught.
throw. That's going to be caught. Nice move. Brown still going. 25 yards. And this
Derek
Eagles
Pitts
offense
Jr.
is
missed
making
the
light
tackle.
work.
And once that tackle was missed, A.J. Brown
There'll be
did the rest,
consequences and
25
repercussions.
more yards and a first down for the Eagles.
Pretty soft coverage, as you would imagine, with this down and distance. But, you know, they got the throw, and then you got to come up and make the tackle. And as I said earlier, not easy to do on A.J. Brown. He probably played a little softer than what you would like. But if he makes the tackle, it's fourth down, and then Philadelphia would have been left with a decision.
Jamel Dean, by the way, out for the rest
First
of the game
and
with a
10.
shoulder injury. We saw him leave. So they're struggling depth-wise at the corner spot. And the Tampa Bay defense starting the game without Carlton Davis and losing Jamel Dean.
Hawkins, yeah, shoot me an email, man.
Here by
We'll set you with a coaching call.
This defense, you know, they're out of gas. I mean, they've been on the field over 70 plays in this game, and going up against that big offensive line and all the problems that they can present offensively with the weapons and being really thin in the secondary with the injuries. It's been a lot.
Nice.
A Let's Go Eagles chant
The Sutton Classic.
for this road game.
Not bad. 2nd and 5.
Gainwell got a yard.
4 minutes left. It'll be 3rd down. 4 minutes left in the game. 4 minutes left.
They know how to travel.
Jay's
They
boom,
love to
boom,
travel.
room.
They love to watch their team. And those who
We're
came
all
down here
over.
to Tampa, Florida, they have been rewarded with a good effort. I think the scary thing for the rest of the league is the Eagles still really aren't hitting on all cylinders.
Which is more shocking?
But they have shown
I mean,
some power with that ground game and with that good offensive line.
Both are shocking. I think any time that happens, it's shocking. I don't think one's more
for big throws tonight.
shocking than the other, you know?
Under 3.5
Third and
to go,
4.
3rd down, 4. Here's Devontae Smith, gets in on the punt, 1st down.
Smith gets 5 yards, 1st down for these Eagles, and
the Eagles, who are 3 minutes away from back-to-back 3-0 starts for the first time since the early 90s, have the Commanders coming up. Commanders were taken apart by the Bills yesterday, at the Rams, at the Jets, at home against the all-world Dolphins right now, and then at the Commanders week 8.
You see those 3-0 Dolphins after tonight.
1st and 10.
Only 2 others will be Philadelphia and the team they met in last year's NFC Championship game, the 49ers, and kind of felt still a lot of football left, obviously.
Hurts is going to keep it.
Standing at the end.
Here's Hurts, who sits down to stay in bounds and keep the clock running. Meanwhile, their bye comes
so as far as the Bengals and the Rams, they're tied up 6
home
apiece,
game
but it looks like the
against Dallas
Rams
on
will
November
maybe
5th,
scoring soon.
which will be huge.
They're 2nd and 7 at the Bengals,
And then their bye
35.
is week 10 before they go to Kansas City. Week 11 on the 20th of November in a rematch of Super Bowl 57
Dismantled
right here
the Commanders, yes.
on ABC, ESPN, and Monday Night Football. 2 minutes left. 14-point game. One guy's happy.
All right, timeout, commercial break. Hawkins says, how do I know when I live stream something where other people can see it and watch it? And do you know how I can do that? Yeah, like I said, Hawkins, shoot me an email, man. Shoot me an email, and then we can set you up with a coaching call. Whenever it comes to YouTube stuff, people hit me up all the time, and I've given plenty of coaching calls and help people have successful channels and things like that. So yeah, just hit me up, man. We can figure it out. Time out. Yo, fuck it. Oh, you guys are so funny. Jodeci Classic. JJ, I did not. The Steelers plane had an emergency? I'm gonna have to check that out. Steelers flight forced to make emergency landing in Kansas City? oil pressure failure in one of the engines. Oh, that's crazy. They had oil pressure failure in one of the engines. See, that's why I like to drive. Like, unless it's like 6 or more hours, I'm driving. Like, I like a low 5-hour drive, 6-hour drive. Anything beyond that, obviously, you gotta probably take a plane. But you know, if it's 5-6 hours away, I'm driving. I like to drive. Much love, Jeff King. Thank you for the support, my friend. Have yourself a great evening. Bless you as well.
Let's get back out to Tampa. Eagles 2 minutes away, Joe, from 3-0, I should say. Beg your pardon.
Yeah, it's another strong start. Tonight's aerial coverage, Scott, brought to you by Goodyear. And down below, the Eagles.
You know, it's just really weird too, though. Like, it's a team,
a lot of what they can do, not
NFL team on a plane, and they have
but they've got
engine
462 total yards of offense as they hand to Gainwell. And after the Buccaneers made this a 14-point game.
Justin Jesus says, "This is your captain speaking." We have
the Eagles
oil
with
pressure
a
failure.
13-play drive that is covered about 60
That's the
yards
worst thing that
just
you want to have happen to
you
you
off the clock.
on a plane.
This is what the good teams do. You make it
something wrong with the engine,
and then you don't get the ball back.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to you, Lexa.
The reason when we look at this, I mean, it's hard to imagine that.
Eric says, actually, statistically, it's safer to fly than it is to drive.
But the biggest thing is
that's totally fine, right? It can statistically be better, but guess what? Mentally, driving is better than flying. Mentally.
He is going to be brought down short of first down yardage. It's 4th down, and the offense stays out there. They took over with 9:22
flying economy after the failure.
And when they snap it next, we'll be under a minute.
4th and 2.
Yeah, this is an old school drive that you just don't see very often anymore, and where you're able to just get into a time-consuming drive and run the clock out.
4th down and 2. Brown adds to his big night, gets a first down. And
down to the last second, the Eagles put pressure on this team and beat them down
featured tonight.
all
He's
night.
Best of friends with Jalen Hurts, and when we talked to Jalen about it,
Johnny says, "In DJ, when you're in control, you feel better."
More attention if that's the case, because that's happened 1,000 times on the sideline. That'll do it tonight. A 14-point win for the Philadelphia Eagles. 3-0 for the first time since 92-93. Take a break and come back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your score, 25-11. The Eagles take it. And yes, I did predict the Bucs because I thought Baker was going to do something at home. He failed miserably tonight. Maybe he can redeem himself. I don't know. But these Eagles holding it down. 25-11. They move on to be 3-0. There it is. Shout out to Sheila. Says, I flew so much with my job for 28 years and still hate to fly. Listen, like I said, anything over like 5-6 hours, yeah, I'll get on a plane. I have no problem flying. Like, I'm not worried or nervous or get anxiety. Like, I'll get on a plane and go. That's fine. But if I have like the choice and it makes sense, I just prefer to drive. That's all. So, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow. Predictions as well as power rankings. So, we're going to knock that out. And it'll be a great stream. We'll have fun. So, make sure you're here for it. Make sure that you do subscribe. If you have not already, click that bell. Turn your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. That some of you guys will hit me up and say, hey, Jay, I had to come to your channel and find you. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you click that bell, hit all notifications so you don't miss a stream. And I will see you all tomorrow for the predictions as well as the power rankings. Yeah. Have a good night. Yeah, safe travels, everybody. Safe travels.